Team, I'm not even in. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm not in the location. I was gonna even not even be bothered today, man. But I gotta run it. I gotta run it for the people, man. We got to everyone in the building, do all that great stuff, like, comment, do that fantastic stuff you guys do. Don't have a timer, so I'm gonna have to wing it. But I'm literally live on my tablet. So let's get the guys in, man. It's long, bro. It's long. It's long. It's long. Liverpool don't know how to win games of football, man. All right, who's first? Grabbing Busquets, then Covenant, then K in the building. Let's go. Big up, bro.
Big up, man. Big up.
Can you hear me, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Our application to defending against lower level clubs stinks. It is horrific. It is absolutely barbaric. Whenever we play against higher level opposition, we play defensively better. When we play against lower level teams, for some reason, we're so open. And another thing, yeah, I'm not even going to speak about the manager. I'll let other people do that for me, yeah. Another thing when it comes to these players, but it's just the way I don't understand the way they defend. It's like, when did you watch the game, Ends?
Yeah, I just finished watching it, bro. Literally
Yeah,
just logged off of it.
yeah. Did you see the way these players had energy for going forward, but when it came to defending, they were all walking back, just walking, lethargic,
Yeah.
forgetting that Bournemouth are a very good attacking team. It makes no sense at all. It's so confusing. And like thing is, I can't speak about the manager because everything I've spoke about the manager since October. So it's just me repeating myself. So I might as well speak about the players. Van Dijk cost us the game today. He cost us the game today. Salah cost us the game today. Salah should have had a brace, minimum. But Van Dijk was horrible. Absolutely horrible. First 20 minutes, we actually started all right. Then, boom, 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 boom. Individual errors, bang. Why can't we defend? Like, why? The thing is, we can defend. Why do we just choose not to defend against lower level teams? I don't. Is it an ego thing? Like, I need to know the reason behind it because Marseille we defended well, Arsenal we defended well. Why is it all of a sudden we playing the Leeds, the Burnleys, the Bournemouths, and we just all of a sudden are inept to defending? It doesn't make any sense to me. And like the thing is, another thing, as a fan base, we need to stop disrespecting Ibrahim Konate. From now on, I'm not taking Ibrahim Konate disrespect because today we missed Ibrahim Konate a lot. Anytime I send that ball to the right hand side, I was comfortable. I wasn't. Endo, you see when you go to a football session, yeah, there's always that one person who's the trigger. Always that one. Endo is that guy. You see Endo get the ball, trigger, initiate the press. But Konate, people are so willing to scapegoat Konate. But I don't think we actually realise how important he is to this team. Because we just didn't look comfortable. As soon as we concede, we don't look comfortable. And it's a mentality thing, and the manager needs to go, and these players need to fix mentally. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I think I've done 3 minutes, so big up, man.
Yo, big up, Ems. I think you're on mute.
Yeah, big up.
I don't
Big
know
up.
if you
Big up.
can hear me.
I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I've been saying the same thing. Um, got called negative over the week. You know, being told that now why aren't you happy we beat Marseille 3-0? It's not an I told you so, but I just wasn't convinced, man. That's just what it was. I wasn't convinced, and now we see that the manager's mentality is just seeped. I've been saying that. I just don't think the mentality from the top to the bottom is just there, man. You can't go up from 2-0. Granted, individual mistakes, firstly, is one mental issue. Virgil being lackadaisical, just like, casual. Yeah, man, you can't do that. And then you have individual mistakes. Kirk is not tracking his runner. Good ball played in behind him, 2-0. And you're just like, okay, you get the lifeline 2-1. And you're just like, I want to see some fight. I want to see us actually pepper the net, try and fight back into this game. And there's just nothing, man. There's nothing. It's so slow. It's lethargic. Everyone seems confused. The manager, I don't even know what he's doing, bro. It's just everything's just rotten at this club, and we're losing leaders. We're losing the mentality that I used to go into Liverpool games being like, "Oh, we're 2-0 down, but we'll rescue something from this game." Like I back the boys to pull something out of the fire here. I have no belief no more. I don't celebrate goals when we're coming back. I don't feel like we're gonna go ahead and win the game when we're down. It's just it's embarrassing from the top down, man. And I don't know. The more it goes on, the more I'm just scared this gaffer ain't leaving, bro. He ain't going, and nothing's changing. So what happens? The Liverpool that we know and love is just gonna keep dying, and it's annoying, to be honest. It's really, really bad. But yeah, that's just all I got to say, man.
Big up to you, bro. Appreciate you jumping in, man.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Big up, bro. Man, K. Let's get K in next. Big up, K.
Oh, gee. What you saying, man?
What
What you saying, bro? Nah, you good.
Yeah,
I was gonna jump on the last
one.
one anyway when you man won anyway. I thought, you know what? Obviously, these men are getting overly gassed. Let me come back when all the clouds are booming, bro. What you telling me? The legendary unbeaten run, bro. What happened? You told me this is on par with the Invincibles run, bro. What happened, bro? The streets are saying that, it was on par with the Invincibles. What's going on here, bro?
What? No. What streets is saying
The
that?
streets
Crazy?
were saying that, Certain mans was like, yo, but unbeaten in 13. What happened, ends, bro? Tell me. Please, bro. I want to hear it.
I have nothing to say, bro.
You should see the way Montes crashed out towards the end of that game, bro. I was watching him, bro. He's lost, bro. He fully crashed out, bro. Like, bad. I was watching Carpenter's stream as well, bro. Like, I think Cal's face said it all, bro. He's gonna be on a warpath tonight, bro. I can't lie. Like, Virgil, yeah. The wickedest thing, I'm not even gonna blame Slot for this, because Virgil was moving brazy, bro. And he got Gomez injured. I'm not gonna put the blame on Slot. I can put, in terms of starting like a TK, I can put that down towards him in terms of the starting lineup. Certain aspects of his tactics, I can put it down for him, but the majority was on the players. Yet again, Sabazalai, Superman flex. Once again, bro. Resilience. Got our actual captain doing fumbling at the back. And yet our main guy, number 8, is out here trying to bail us out yet again, bro. I didn't see where the foul was. I don't know what they was complaining him and Allison towards the end about. There was a foul. Where? I literally rewinded it myself in slow-mo. I literally said, where's the foul? What? And Allison. Bro.
I think Virgil got nudged, bro, the waist, man.
Yeah, bro, he's a big man. Was it 6'4"? And you're complaining about that, bro. I don't understand this, though, G. I saw the majority of the game, innit? Yeah, I can't lie. We started off all right. I'll give them that, at least. But after them, bro, the way they just packed us instantly like that, bro, I knew straight away. And losing Gomez, obviously, the whole, we got such a bad defensive crisis now. The way Slot's he's not going to go into the market in January, says it all, bro. I've got to blame him and the hierarchy for that. If you're not going to invest in the manager any further longer, bro, you might as well sack him now. Mm-hmm. If you're not going to invest upon that at risk of Champions League football, just get rid of him now and get next man in you got for the future lined up. It's as simple as that. Because I hear them not getting more money out for him, which is fair enough. Got $500 million. Slot because you could have instantly said, I need this many defenders, as well as Konate leaving. But this is the wickedest thing though, because this is our future without Konate as it stands. We got no backup for that, and Robertson's leaving. Common sense to tell you, do you know what? Let's get Van der Ven. We're not getting him, bro. I can't lie to you. I know, and I saw that last year. You and Savage, bro. We're not getting him, G, because we would have been done that. Because he wants to leave Spurs regardless. What's stopping other clubs in the summer for going for him as well? Especially the way we've been playing this season as well, bro. We're literally at the bottom of the barrel in terms of option. Literally a polar opposite towards this summer gone. Because in terms of getting options down through signing wise, we're gonna be getting third choices coming up towards the summer. I can't lie to you, bro. And by the looks of things, I said this before, bro. It's gonna be touch and go. Us making top 4, bro. The way Man United, Chelsea, or them man are playing, bro, it's looking bleak. Because this is why I didn't overhype that Champions League run, because that game was sound. Don't get it twisted. I'm not that type of person to be like, okay, cool. The lads played good on the night, but as an overall, I want to see what you man play like next time. Like in terms of him, whatever team he feels at first, bro, that's on him. And however strategically you saw Gomez go out injured and it cool, then it's down to you how you're gonna tactically change that. In terms of me personally, bro, I would have took Elm, just put Robertson there, bro. You haven't started Endo in how long, bro? Man probably don't even know how to play as the starting 11. So that's down to you yet again. At this point, bro, I just feel like for the sake of the club and everyone else, just get rid of him. If you're not gonna invest in January, just say to man, bro, we can't take this any further. We don't really want to invest in you as it stands. The best thing for all parties is just part ways, bro. I'm sorry, but because these man, I feel like Virgil is on some sabotage thing. This ain't the first time he done this to, bro. And I know there's ever been a couple of times. I feel like mentally, bro, he probably thinks in his head, yo, you are not that guy. But at the same time, Virgil's been shocking this season, bro. It's keeping up. But all the man that have been cooking Canate, yes, there were some games have been bad and some games have been good. It's literally like a flip of a coin. But in a higher aspect, when you actually zoom into some of the games, Virgil has been so bad, and I hate the way, bro. Any goal goes in that net, and I see his body language just shrugging his hands up. Who you got to blame? Gomez put his life on the line to almost save that goal, bro. And you got him injured. Like for real, what are you complaining about? And this is the wickedest thing now. I'm gonna go on Instagram. I'm gonna go on the latest post or story of him. Another will bounce back again for the 17th time this season, bro. That means it's gonna be almost a month. Bro, he does that all the time. This is another wickedest thing. October, we didn't win a game. Coming towards, was it January now, bro? We didn't win a Prem game. That was coming towards the back end of like January. We haven't won a Prem game, G. Look at the record, bro. So what are you telling me about this manager now and the lads? Because they're both to blame as far as I'm concerned, G.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Hey, Dave, you're still around. Let me get the rest of the guys in. If you're still here, I'll bring you back in.
Go on, bro. Bless.
Bring Paul and Josh next. All right, cool. Say less.
Love,
bro. Let's get Paul in, then Josh. I say, guys, man, I'm not at home, so I'm not in my usual setup at the moment.
What, and how you doing?
I'm all right, man. How about you, Paul?
I'm just saying I'm not surprised. This is coming.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
A 3-0 victory. A 3-0 victory against in the Champions League doesn't mean nothing, mate. Doesn't mean crap compared to what you have to do in the league, basically, to win a league game. And compared to the dirt and grind of a Premier League game, I didn't get to see the game. I listened to it on the radio. The commentary was actually quite good. So I listened on Radio 5 Live. And the last 2 minutes of the stoppage time was painful to listen to. It was painful. And it said every time it said 30 minutes, 30 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go. And I thought, nah, they're going to score. And I just knew they were going to score. I just knew there'd be a twist somewhere they were going to score the winner. And lo and behold, it happened. To be honest with you, I know they're not going to get rid of him, but I wish they would, because Champions League football's at risk if you keep him, in my personal view. Get an interim, you get a manager bounce. If you get an interim manager, you could get a bounce from that. And that could ignite a winning run, hopefully, fingers crossed. Just got to take a risk. Stop worrying about whether we can't find anyone. Surely we can find an interim manager who can actually take over for the rest of the season. Come on. Be a bit ambitious, be a bit brave, in my personal view. I just can't take it anymore, to be frankly honest with you. I can't go into every game knowing that you might lose, you're going to lose, rather than think that you're going to win every game like last season. It's a massive contrast compared to last season, my personal view. I mean, also Virgil's performances are, mind you, are declining big time. And I have been saying for years that after his injury, he's not the same defender as he was before his injury. I think his performance, I think his quality of performance and the fear factor is gone. I don't think strikers are afraid of him anymore. So that's all I've got to say. Yeah.
Man. Appreciate you, man, sharing your thoughts, bro.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Josh, where you at, my G's? All I can see is curtain in the background. Can't see you. There you go. He's back. Pops, you're after, and then KOR, I'll bring you in after Pops, as he say. Guys, the link is pinned to the chat. If you have something to say, jump in, man. Drop it up.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Cool. Good stuff, man. I hope you're well.
All good, man.
I hope you didn't get to watch that. You obviously not in your usual setup, so hopefully you didn't get to see that.
No, I did. I watched it. I was chilling and watching it. Bro.
Okay, so everyone's mood is ruined now. Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be real. If I ever come on your channel again from now until the end of the season, unless we win something, if I come on here talking about, yeah, man, and great performance, just cut the call. Cut the call. Do you know how much of an idiot I look like now, yeah? When I came on and I backed the manager doing all this Liverpool prop and this Liverpool with the bloody pom-poms out after Marseille, to then see this. What was the point? What was the point? This manager, we have tortoises and snails in our team. That's what it's like when we're playing Premier League football. Slowest football you'll ever see. This league is quick and fast-paced, yet we move the ball like it's made out of lead. I don't get it. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Do you know what it is? When that third goal went in, I didn't even react because, do you know what? We don't deserve to come out. We don't deserve a point. We actually don't deserve a point because you started the game quite well, controlled the game somewhat well, created some, those half chances where you get the ball into the final third and you kind of look dangerous and people are kind of getting a bit nervous, those kinds of chances. But we didn't really test the goalkeeper, which is nothing new, but we looked okay considering. And then Virgil decides to fall asleep at the wheel, the captain. And then, do you know what I said in Sam's chat, yeah? Virgil has hella feminine energy, you know that? He's actually bare feminine. Do you know why? How are you looking around trying to blame people for that first goal? Bro, the only people involved is Virgil, Van, and Dijk. That's it. Those are the only people involved. Why are you looking around like trying to blame someone? That's so shameless of him. He's actually irritating me now. Like, this is, you know what? Virgil will go down as an elite level centre back, but there's certain traits about him that are really frustrating. It's like the constant need, like, you think you're perfect. Like, he thinks he plays the game because he plays the game at such a high level. He thinks he's perfect. Like, he can't make mistakes. Like, bro, the slowest run to track the man, no intent to close him down, and this lazy, soft baby foot clearance. What is that? What on earth is that? Then he's turning around like, nah, bro, stop, turn the other way, face the corner flag. We don't want to see you or hear from you. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man? Second goal, he's only one not stepping up. He's just ball watching, and they score. And the right back, I think, puts them up. And look, man, I'll be real. We scored two. I don't even remember the first goal. Oh yeah, Virgil scored, and then Soboslai scored a sick goal as well. But listen, it's by the by, man. Like, this manager is actually diabolical. He is absolutely diabolical. The way he sets this team up, right? We are doomed to fail in the Premier League. We are doomed to fail. We don't move the ball quick enough. Like, we have counterattacks, and people are just passing it sideways. I'm like, bro, what's going on, man? Like, do we just want to make life difficult for ourselves in the Premier League? Because we don't do this in Europe. We're a lot more direct in Europe. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But in the league, I can't be bothered, man. Like, seriously, just sack the manager, bring in Xabi Alonso. I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do this anymore. Like, it's jarring because you know what's crazy? One team sold their best player. I'll let you figure out who that team is because it weren't us. Bro, I don't want to take up any more time, man. There's probably plenty of people here waiting to jump on. And thank you for having me on as always. Take care. Chat, big up yourselves. I'm out, man.
Big up, man. Big up, bro. Boy, let's get the next one in, man. Dean.
I told you. I told you, bro. I told you.
Um,
Same shit. Same shit. Just a different day. I'm not surprised. I was actually not even watching the game. I was busy doing some stuff. I was just watching some pictures. I never celebrated when we scored. I never celebrated when we scored the second goal. I knew it. I could sense it because you could see like the manager is panicking. The substitutes are very, very poor. I don't understand why Kekes was substituted. What does it say to him? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't even from our club, our owners' point of view. I don't understand why we haven't bought anybody. We are waiting for now. We're gonna go panic buy now. We're gonna get Ben Davis settings exactly what we and Kabak. We're gonna do the Kabak thing now because we're panicking now. One, Vijay will always do this because he knows no one has his number. He knows. He knows that there's no competition. He knows he's untouchable. And that's a lot of players. Salah was in AFCON. His head is not straight because he just lost a very big tournament that would have defined his probably his last. Just bring him back straight to the first 11 might not be the wisest move. But that's why we needed some strong and solid backups so he can come down and reset and readjust now to the new reality. Now he's back in the Premier League. No, because we don't have any other players that can play in his position. We are playing players out of position. Same story. I was waiting for Ramsey to play. He didn't play. Rio was supposed to come a little bit on. Galpo was not even supposed to start. McAllister was not even supposed to start. And I have no idea what we're doing. I'm trying to figure out, are we counter-attacking? Are we like today? There is no excuse. We didn't play a single. There was no low block today. Remember? Low blocks. They were wide open. Like wide. If they play like this against City or Arsenal, they're losing 7-0. We couldn't break them down. So what is the excuse now? What is the excuse? What is he gonna say now? What is bro? I think we just write off the season. It's like we are lucky. I remember I said this. We are lucky if we get top 4. Because we are not good. It will take 1 or 2 additions by other teams. Look, Tottenham, they want to take Robo. They're buying a few players. So their strength, they know they need it. They know what they need, what they're supposed to do. And what are we doing? So I'm fed up, bro. I canceled the season. What this man is doing to our beautiful club, it's unforgivable, man. At this point, at this rate, Trent should come back. He's not wanted there in Madrid. I don't know, man.
Big up, bro. I'm gonna get Jay in, and then I've got a few people open as well. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's sad, bro. But yeah, thanks, bro.
Big up, man. Thanks for sharing your thoughts, man. Let's get. I got Jay, if you want to wait, because I don't mind wrapping up the show of you guys, pops and stuff, and I'll get the other guys in. If that's cool, leave me a thumbs up, and I'll know. Mike's there as well. All right, let's get any in and then just run through the guys. That sounded mad, so let's not say that again, bro.
Man.
All right, man. How are you?
All good, brother. All good. I've been up all night, man. The whole night I was not sleeping, watching soccer, and then I had to watch this nonsense. Brother, the coach must go, man. He must go now. It's time for him to go. I mean, there's definitely something wrong with that camp. There's absolutely something wrong there. I mean, for us to get top 4, we need to get another coach. With this coach, we won't make top 4. We can forget about it. I'm absolutely convinced about it. That's all I want to say, brother. Big up to all the listeners, and enjoy further. We'll speak again.
You coming in. Big up to you, bro.
Okay, sharp, bro.
Big up, man. There you have it. Just want to share that little thought, man. Get this guy out of here, man. Alama, you ready? Got you next. Yeah, let's get you in. Let's get you in. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, hello, Enz.
I'm all right. How are you?
Hi, it's Alama.
Hi. I know now. I can put a face to the name now. Now
Yes.
I've got.
Hi. Oh my
I'm
God.
all right.
I'm female, by the way.
See now, we don't know the names. Yeah, now I know. I've got you now. How are you though? How's things? Talk to me about our team, man. Or this team.
Oh gosh. Thank you. Can I just say really quickly, fabulous show.
Thank you.
Really good, great show. This team, right? You've seen my messages, and please forgive me. Some of my messages are really long, but I'm just trying to get as much of my thoughts off my chest, really. I think it's really sad because every time we think we turn a corner, in inverted commas, in reality, it's not true. I'm not slot out. I believe he needs more time. He has made a lot of mistakes. Yeah. He's learned from some of them. He seems to be making more and more mistakes. But then again, maybe that's in the process of learning. Because obviously, Liverpool are an incredibly high-profile club. We know that. And I listened to, is it Kopish, I think? I listened to that a few days ago. And I heard Cal speak. And he mentioned about a particular interview that Scott had done. And Scott had made a certain remark. And then the way he answered it was very passive-aggressive, the way he answered. And I know certain fans have become upset with his answer about 2 trophies within something like 30 years. And it's very passive-aggressive when he responded to the interviewer. And Cal made the comment to say, oh, you know what? I don't really think he gets it. I don't really think he understands the concept of managing Liverpool Football Club. So I have to agree with Cal to a certain degree. I don't think he really gets it. Because I've been supporting Liverpool for many years. And I remember when Dalglish was the manager. I remember when Rodgers was the manager. And the expectations haven't changed from those days to present. And also, you have to remember, we won the league last year. And so this year, we should be in the top 3. And if you look at the league now, I mean, people are saying, oh, the league was very poor last year.
Yeah.
But I also think the league is ultimately very poor this year as well. And what's incredibly painful is that if he hadn't made as many changes as he did at the beginning, I'm sure we would have been, if not top of the league, in par with Arsenal. And there's nothing we can do now. We can't turn the time back. You just have to go forward, which is fair enough. But he's made so many mistakes which weren't necessary. And then he gave an interview the other day about young players, recruiting for young players. Well, that's fine. You can recruit for younger players. But also, you have to remember, we need balance. Throughout this season, the team has not been balanced enough. And now it looks as though Robbo is going, yes, Kirkes has played well. He's recently started to play well, thank goodness. thank goodness he has. And we're all very grateful for that. And in the future, you can see he's going to be a tremendous talent. You can see that.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. But you don't just get rid of your boss soon. He's been a fantastic servant for the club. And you have to think, he can still play to a decent level. Why do you want to sell him so soon? The team is already on thin ice, which again, partly Slot's fault. You can't blame suspensions, you can't blame injuries. Fair enough. These things happen. That's out of your control. But certain players have been sold. And also, why did they not try to persuade Diaz to stay? Granted, Trent wanted to go. Fair enough. You can't keep him. If he wants to go to Real Madrid, yes, all right. Very sad, but let him go. Pastures new. But they should have said, okay, yes, all right, we'll offer you X amount. All right, to a certain limit. Not just an open checkbook, but a certain amount of money to keep him. And again, I blame the club. And yes, so I blame Slot and I blame Hughes as well, actually. And Savage spoke again during the week. Savage was on the show with yourself.
Yeah.
And he was speaking about the club, and he didn't seem as positive as yourself.
Mm.
But again, one of his points, it was 100% correct. And he spoke about how now, if we are going to get rid of Slot, it's only when we're going to lose money.
Yeah.
Because okay, well, let's see what will be said after this game now, and how we played, and we've gone and lost the game. Now, I actually thought we were going to win today. I thought we were going to win at least maybe 2-0, 2-1. That was my feeling. And it's just really, really difficult to understand how we can keep going on like this. And if we don't get the fourth place, I still believe they'll back Slot. Also, if we don't win any trophies this year, I still think they'll back Slot. I think the only way that they will get rid of Slot, if they want to, the only way it will happen is if the boos turn into Slot out. That's what I believe. I don't think, and then they start losing money if supporters decide not to go to the games. That will be very defining, in my opinion. But as Savage said, when the club starts to lose revenue, then their eyes will be open. But if that's not the case, they're going to keep him. Sorry, I've gone over time. I know
I brought the guys in there. I appreciate your input, though.
There's lots of other fans to speak. I can see Pops there. Hi, Pops. Nice to see you. I like listening to your opinions. In fact, I liked what most of the fans say, and obviously you have the experts. Also, before I go, Enz, where's the female? Where are the female commentators? You don't have any on the show.
I'm trying. I've been trying, man, but I don't know. People, sometimes they're scared to come on the show and show their face.
Well, add me to the list. I will come.
Okay. All right. There you go. We'll sort it out then. I'll make sure I make it happen.
All right. And give my love. Okay. Well, look. Now you know I'm female. I'm a sister, not a brother. So now you know. Add me to the list.
I'll add you to the list. Right. That's a promise.
Thank you so much. Give my love to Big Cal, Savage. Sorry, I don't know all the names from Coppish. Give my love to all everyone. Blessings to everyone, all the supporters. And I will try again very, very soon. Bless you.
All right,
Thank
then.
you. And I'll listen to
All
the
right.
rest of you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. See you
Bye.
later. Bye. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Man, them, I've got you guys in here, but I'm on my tablet and I don't know. So everyone's in, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get you all in the same. Just give me a sec. Let me figure it out. Let me remove everyone and bring them back in one by one. It's crazy, man. Trying to work this thing from here. This is what they say. Don't move from your setup, man. Long. Right. All right, there we go. Sam's there.
Wait, bro. Why you the trap house blood? What's going on?
Right. Just let me live, man. Please. Oh, let me live, please.
Cozy
Just
in
let
here,
me.
bro. It's cozy. We got the fire going. It's chill. I can hear it. I can hear the
That's
fire.
why I did it. I'm trying to bring the temperature down in the room. The room temperature is too hot, bro. So I'm just.
Well, I mean, by the laws of thermodynamics, I don't know if that's how that works, but I do appreciate the gesture.
Let me get. But I'm trying to get everyone back in. I don't even. I don't know. I've got. There
Nice
you
and
go.
cozy.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everyone. Whoever wants to start talk, bro. The floor is yours, bro. Take it.
Go on, Mike.
I mean, listen, Jamie. We were on the show yesterday.
Yeah, man.
I know that I wasn't very enthusiastic.
Big up for the raid,
but-
by the way, sir.
Yeah, cool. Bro.
But I just again, we've already been down this road. We've been down the road of we beat a team, we look great, we think that we've turned a corner, we think all of a sudden it's time to start getting confident, and then bada bing, bada boom, we're back in the dumps. I mean, right now we're on pace to not even finish on 60 points in the Premier League. Like, I don't think people really understand how bad we are in England. And listen, today you could make the argument that in the first 20 minutes we were good, but we didn't actually, Petrovic didn't have to make a single save. Regardless of who that's on, the players were not good at the front, and they haven't been good at the front for quite some time. Even when we get ourselves into opportunities in the final third, there's no clinical edge. We're not working the goalkeeper. Even Marseille, if we're going to be really objective, it was a great free kick. It was an own goal, and it was a garbage time goal. The rest of the chances we squandered, right? We have not been clinical at the front for a long time. And now this whole unbeaten gimmick, that can go away. And today, are the mistakes defensively on... today the mistakes were individuals. I don't think that today I'm looking at Arne Slot and I'm saying, damn you for this day. I'm saying, damn you for this season. Today, Virgil van Dijk, inexcusable error. Today, the second goal, inexcusable. The third goal, I mean, we saw the same exact thing multiple times this season. Crystal Palace, Brentford, a long throw in just does us in. The mentality when we go down 1-0, that's on the players. The mentality when we're down 2-0. I saw a counterattack it was 2-0. I saw 3 Liverpool players attacking 8, right? We're down 2-0. And I'm looking at the screen that can only cover a third of the pitch because it's the worst camera angle in the history of the Premier League. And I'm looking at a 3v8 in 1/3 of the pitch. Doesn't make any sense. And I think that we all have our own opinions on Arne Slot. We all have our own opinions on the season. We know what kind of football we're getting. We know that we don't have the clinical edge. We don't have the mentality. We don't have the defensive solidity. We don't have the system. We don't have the manager. At a certain point, it becomes a broken record. But I don't think that today, this game, we can say, damn you, Arnie. I think that we had so many individual errors, so many individual mistakes, and so many attacks in the first 20 minutes wasted, getting ourselves into dangerous positions, doing nothing. And then, maybe the only thing I would say would be this. I thought that the substitutions were atrocious. Taking off Frimpong, your most creative player in the final third, the last 5 games, the guy who's creating, dangerous opportunities week in, week out, you take him off the pitch. I failed to see what Curtis Jones added. I failed to see what Andrew Robertson added. I don't even know why you're taking off Kirkes. The second goal is not his fault. That's a great pass. What are we doing here? big up Joe Gomez. I hope you recover, because again, you were excellent today until you got injured. Big up to the coaching staff for taking 7 minutes to get another player on and leaving us with 10 men for 7 minutes. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Reality check. Hopefully the board move another step closer, but not really much more to say other than same old. Broken record.
Yeah, the negativity of Arne Slot's football is now seeped into our football team as well, ain't it? And the arrogance of Arne Slot as well is seeped into our football team with our players now. Listening to the Virgil, the press match, I didn't, blaming the wind and stuff like that. It's just all crazy talk. I enjoyed the Marseille game for a one-off game for what it was. I enjoyed the Marseille game. And then we played today, and he just sort of like, it's only a one-player difference, but it's like he changed the shape a little bit, like against Marseille with that box midfield, which allowed the wingers to attack and get forward, and the wide players to help double up in them wide areas. And it was an enjoyable watch from an attacking point of view and a defensive point of view, because we defended actually pretty well in that game. And then today, I believe Bournemouth have only won one game in 14 matches, I believe, till we turned up. And they've had injuries of their own, I believe, as well. So, yeah, we were just... there's the negative approach to what Slot's doing right now is just... I just think it's infested the whole side, the whole team. They don't look like they enjoy what they're doing. They don't like they enjoy playing football under Arne Slot at the moment. And I don't think anything's going to change until the manager changes, to be fair. Like, there's no guarantee next season he gets another transfer window, all of a sudden we play exciting, beautiful football. There's no guarantee on that. So I just don't see the point of him being here. Alonso's now available. If that's Liverpool's real number one choice, you might as well just make the change, because it's just getting worse. And the substitutions, like Mike said, I don't actually know what our fullbacks did that wrong today to be substituted off. You go from having pace and energy on the wings to having no pace and energy on the wings, and wonder why we start to look worse. It makes no sense to me. And the Mo Salah situation, like why Salah played today, I have no idea. The man's been at AFCON. And he plays 90 minutes against Marseille, and then he plays 90 minutes today, and he's absolutely crap. I don't get why he played. Same with Cody Gakpo. You might as well not have two strikers playing when you're playing Gakpo and Salah together this season. You're really not. There's no point in playing. Rio gave us a bit of energy when he came on. So, yeah, the whole team just looks slow, negative. Yeah, everything needs to change, ends, in my opinion, from the top down.
Appreciate it. Listen, guys, I'll get John's take, Phil, and I've got a few people waiting as well, so I'll rotate. But big up, guys. John, you ready, Phil? Go on, Mike.
I'm gonna pop off. Just one more point that I saw. Very, very, very quick fun fact. Since the beginning of December, every game Cody Gakpo has not started, we have won. And every game that Cody Gakpo has started, we have either drawn or we have lost. So I listen, I don't believe in parallels and coincidences, but that sounds like a very fishy parallel, very fishy coincidence that, he starts, we can't win. I'm just saying. And it doesn't make any sense, because it's not like Ekitike needed rest. You could have just started Ekitike and brought him off. But either way, big up, boys. Take care.
Big up,
I'll
man.
hop out so other people have time.
Big up, bro. Vel, you there? What? Vel.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Big up everyone, man.
Big up
everyone. You man, when in 2026 we let Adley score a goal against us. Forget the winner. He scored a goal against us. And for those who don't know who he is, this guy couldn't even hack it in the Bundesliga. His former teammates were Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, couldn't even hack it in the Bundesliga, and we allowed him to score his first home goal against us. He got Liverpool Football Club. You get me? Like Mike said, for the first 20 minutes, we were actually playing decent. We were winning the balls in the midfield. We were actually progressing the ball forward. But unfortunately, we have the worst striker pairing top in Cody Gakpo and Salah. I don't want to see that strike pair ever again. It's horrible. They don't coexist. You got the two most selfish strikers up top, so it's never going to work. But in the first 20 minutes, we were actually getting the ball forward. We got into dangerous areas. The final pass or the final shot wasn't there. We were actually doing well. Then Mr. El Capitano Van Dijk can't even clear a straight ball. That's something I expect League Two players to do. League Two players to be able to clear simple balls, but Van Dijk doesn't know how to do that. And then he'll concede. And I think from that point, that's where Bournemouth got the momentum. They started peppering us. They scored a second. I think I still blame Van Dijk for that, but you have to obviously credit the pass and the finish from the Bournemouth players. So let's give credit to that. And then obviously get the goal back. And then the second half come. We just, again, get to the final third, but we don't really do anything. And obviously people talking about the subs, but I'm actually looking at Florian Wirtz today because many opportunities he had to have a shot on goal, but he decides to look for the pass and the pass doesn't even connect. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? I paid 150 mil. I expect you to have shots on goal, but you're not even doing that today. Hey, even same with Ekatike. Ekatike is trying to do the nice little flicks and tricks here or there. I'm just like, bro, just slap one in top bins. I don't know, just have a shot. Like, I don't know what's his obsession with getting to the final third, just trying to pass instead of having a shot on goal. It gets frustrating. And then obviously the defensive errors today are absolutely embarrassing. But then again, I'll be surprised because those are the same tactical goals we concede all the time. The substitutions as well. It is a bit, I don't know what to make of the substitutions in it because I didn't think Kirkes and Frimpong were great today, but at the same time, like, I still want natural fullbacks on the pitch. I don't know why you could take off Frimpong, put Curtis Jones, or I don't even know who was right back at the end of the game, bro, because there was literally no one there. Slot, man. Obviously today's more on the players than on Slot, but again, that Slot's mentality has infected the whole team. The higher ups, Edwards, Hughes, I don't know why you're still sticking with him, because if you want him to keep the job, then why didn't you sign Mark Gahey? Give him what he wants, get the centre back and he needs. And now Gomez is injured, playing Endo, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Love for sharing your thoughts, my G.
Yeah, big up everyone. Have a good day.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We're here, boys. We're here, man. We're here, bro. We're here, innit? It's all right.
Where's here ends? Where's here? Because I don't like it.
We're no longer on.
It's
we're
cool
no
being
longer on
used
beating.
to it, the environment shit, and so I don't like it at all. I hate it. Football's meant to be a release. We're meant to enjoy this, you know. You know that hour and a half you spend watching football. You're meant to enjoy it, you know. This is I won't go as far as ruining my life, but I actually, if it wasn't football, I don't know what else I would put myself through this pain for. Like, how can you sit down knowing you're going to be disappointed and still sit there and watch it? It's mental at this point.
It's true.
It's
true. Bro, if a woman made you feel like this, you would have dumped her time ago, bro.
Don't drop the game one.
I'm telling you, bro.
No. Wait, I think I'm going crazy. You know, I found myself laughing during the games. I found myself supporting the other team. I'm just like, screw it. Might as well see some good Bournemouth goals then. I find that going crazy. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate losing. I hate the performances. I hate the attitude. I hate that this seems like it's not going to end. We're all going to be here till the end of the season saying the same things. It's torture at this point. It's torture. I swear to God, you and Sav recommended I watch Greenland, right? I found myself during that game going, I feel like I'd rather be surviving an apocalypse at this point. I think I would rather try and find my family in an apocalypse than have to sit through this football. Because at least then that's in my hands, isn't it? Like if I get struck down by a meteorite, that's not in my hands. But at least I'm in control a little bit. I can run around trying to survive. I've got no control over this. It's just the most disappointing, disheartening. Our football team is a crime against football, I swear to God. like we're in it. We're an embarrassment. We take up a new sport, lads. It's an embarrassment to football. Those performances. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
It's dark, man. I think most people are on the same wavelength that Slot's shit. So then it's like it feels pointless talking about him. So I don't understand why we keep babying the players, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. Sav, please.
Yeah, because
these lads can't get away with that. Seriously, they cannot get away with that.
Everyone has a point where like obviously the attitude of the coach and that obviously seeps into the players because you can see that like people take on their manager's personality on the pitch almost. But you're professional footballers, bro, and some of these people we've given the title of world class, bro, and they suck, bro. They suck really. They're bad, man. The attitude's wrong. I'm watching people like Virgil and that moan at the referee constantly, and every time he makes a mistake, he's moaning at everyone else. I'm like, bro, like snatch the armband. If I'm looking at the buzz like that, snatch the armband off him, bro. Like honestly, just walk up to him, snatch it off him, bro. Say what? He's a pussy, bro. The man that's getting Virgil's attributes to that. He's a pussy, bro. Honestly, man, I'm just getting bullied. I'm watching Bournemouth players just push him on the floor and that, but. It's dark. It's dark, man. And the real question I want to ask you, like, because I don't really care about the game at this point, but whatever, innit? Like, my blood pressure's gone down now. I'm not getting back there. I'm being deadly serious, and I don't know how you want to answer it. I want to know what is your standards as Liverpool fans? Because when man tell me that this is a good game, or this is a good first half, or this is a good 20 minutes, and I'm just looking at it like, you lot forgetting we're champions. This is basic, bro. This is basic. Man, them in my chat, big up the man in my chat though. But man telling me in the first 10 minutes, oh, we're bopping it though. This is really good. Brother, Petrovic hasn't made a save yet. What are you talking? Yeah. So basically, you're telling me you're doing futsal with no goals, bro. So why would I care? That's not what. I don't get it, and obviously everyone can view football how they like, and I truly believe that a lot of people's standards have just dropped because it's been so bad that they'll take anything. They'll take anything. Because that's the first that I know this is this game, but the Marseille game is the first time I felt like as an outsider, as a Liverpool fan, like I felt like I was on an island on my own. Like maybe I might have to quit. Maybe I am wrong this time because I don't get what everyone's seeing. I'm seeing the same game against Marseille is a little bit better than what I saw against Barnsley, bro. It's just that the goals went in, and there were still fugazi goals, but we'll take them. A smart free kick. Little own goal, but good work from Frimpong, and then a good goal from Cody, bro. We had 32 shots against Barnsley, and everyone's saying that was shit, but people were blocking the ball off the line and all that stuff. Like, they can't do much about that. You get me? So I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, this is standard. When I hear man say 10 minutes in, we're bopping it, this is good football, I said, we're fucked. We're fucked, bruv. If you man think a couple of 1-2s are good, you not do know, like if Bournemouth have if they have tactics, if they have a system, if they have a game plan, that says soak up the pressure and we're just going to play on the counter-attack. Limit them to shots on goal. And it works. And then they win the game. And then I don't give a damn if they scored in the 97th minute. They were the better team. I don't care about possession. I don't care about shots on target. Man, don't ever tell me about XG. Don't ever tell me about something that's expected. You get me? Because my mock exams were expected A stars and I didn't get them. So I don't care what's expected of me, bro. You get me? I don't care. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like the players are shit, bro. The players are shit. There's not a willingness to run. I'm watching little movements in the game that probably doesn't affect everyone else in it, but I'm just watching little things, bro. Rio came on the pitch and just kept trying, and then one time he tried it, he caught a few players in, and he passed the ball, and he went to their team, and two people chopped it up. Man, I'm not watching just the fact that Rio lost the ball. I'm watching them Bournemouth go back the other way, and I watched instantly everyone start jogging. Instantly, I'm looking at Verts and all them. Everyone's just jogging. Rio hasn't joined the camera yet. Like they're all in the other camera. And the one guy from that box who got back was Ekitike, bro. When their last goal goes in, the last person on the line is Ekitike. What is going on? What? Where's Curtis? To be fair, Grav tried on the last one. He did. At first, I was dissing him, and I saw the replay. I'm like, no, he got a foot to it, and it was all a bit kerfuffle in the box. What's Virgil doing? I see Virgil at left wing. Him and Robbo in the 10 together, bro. Just having a cup of tea. What are you doing next to each other? Why does Virgil keep finding himself at the top of the pitch? We don't need you there, bro. We don't need you there, man. Thanks for the header, bro. Finally, bro. Finally. We got 2 headers in 120 corners. What kind of stat is that? You got scored 1 goal every 60 corners. Nah, man. I'll let you lot speak in that because I don't even want to go on too much, but I just don't get it, and I wanted to know where everyone's. Not that I care, innit? Because obviously everyone watches football how they watch football. It's fine, bro. Like, I'm not offended by that at all. Like, when people wanted to keep Slot and I wanted him out, I wasn't the one calling man the enemy of the club. I'm just like, yo, I'm glad that he's like happy, bro. We're all Liverpool fans. I want other Liverpool fans to be happy. So if you're enjoying Slot's football while I'm hating it the whole season and we win the league, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're not injuring. But I really want to know the standard because I'm just confused, bro. I'm just confused. But maybe it's just that the fact that everyone was acting like tacticals for 2 seasons, and now everyone's gone back to being regular pub fans, bro. Which probably we should do. It's a little bit more enjoyable. Everyone's had enough of speaking about sporting directors and the tax and the income and all of that. Maybe we're just fans again. And if that's the case, then I see why you like enjoyed the Marseille game because we won an away game 3-0 in the Champions League. But the context to it, I'm just like, this is what man are enjoying now. Okay, that's fine, bro. Yeah, man. Dark.
Yeah, I suppose from I can only speak for myself. It's depressing watching Liverpool this season. There's no doubt about that. You know, and when you see 10 minutes of something that looks pretty good compared to how crap everything's been, you get a bit excited about it, I suppose. That's from my point of view, anyway, or how I'm watching it at the moment. If I go back a few years ago, the apparent good games Liverpool have had this season would look like bad performances to a Liverpool team a few years ago. You know, that's where Liverpool have dropped in their level. You know, we're as low as we can go right now. So, you know, like the Marseille game for me, it was just enjoyable seeing the team being able to string maybe 6 passes together to create a chance compared to everything we've seen this season that's been so dross. So it gets you a bit like, oh, well, at least it's something. That's what it's like at the moment for me anyway, as a Liverpool fan. And, you know, it's just, you know, the players, the manager, rightly so, is getting a lot of blame. So he should, because he shouldn't be manager of our football club. But, you know, players can get away with it because you can't sack 20 players, can you, at the end of the day? You know, that's why managers always get the sack. But, you know, if you look at our older players, our older statesman players at our football club right now on the big contracts with the big personalities, they're sort of the ones letting us down more than the new players. I'll give the new players a bit of time. But, you know, you think Salah, Virgil, you know, especially them two, they're the ones with the new deals. They're meant to be the big boys in the team. And, you know, you hear Virgil talking about the wind after a game after making mistakes when he can see a ball coming over and he just forgets to kick it. You know, it's, you know, talking about being fouled or blocked at the end of the game for their winner when you actually go back on it, he actually got hit by his own player. You know, I mean, it's excuse after excuse that you never used to hear from Virgil. And it's the older players as well. They're just, and when I watch Ekitike gets me off my seat because there's invention in his game. There's hunger in his game. He's got a bit of dog in him. You know, he's giving something to the team. He wants to go out there and try. And
this season's Nunes.
Yeah, but with more quality.
The team's shit.
Quality,
the team's shit, right? It's got no way of playing. It can't create chances. And our only hope is that we have a player that's got a little bit of maverick in him, and he might just take the shackles off and do something. That's where we're at again. That's where we're at. We're just waiting. We're just literally waiting because Wirtz is a good player and he creates chances, but we've got no one there to finish him, and we're shit at finishing, right? So we're literally just living in hope that Ekitike just has some fancy footwork and creates a chance for himself. That's exactly what we were last season. Boring, slow, passive until the likes of Jota and Nunes and Diaz took the ball and just went, do you know what? Let's just run through these. Let's just run straight at them with a bit of pace. Fuck the tactics. Fuck where I'm meant to be. I'm just getting the ball and I'm just going to try and make something happen. And we ain't got that this year, aside from Ekitike.
It's like when Ekitike and Rio came on, yeah? Obviously, Rio got the free kick that led to the goal, and Ekitike probably should have got a free kick when he was taken down just outside the box because they're trying something. You know, you can tell they're doing their individual thing on the pitch that's trying to get Liverpool back in the game. We ain't got enough of that this season because the tactics are awful. But I'll ask, guys, if we did change the manager, say tomorrow, yeah? You know, when we got rid of Rodgers and Klopp came in that one game against Spurs, you saw a massive difference in the team straight away. Remember, Lallana had to get taken off and get new lungs because his chest was burning and stuff like that because he'd never run so much. That kind of thing. Do you think you do see a difference with these players if you do go and get a new manager and the atmosphere changes at the football club? Or do you think it is deeper down than that, then the players just need changing as well?
Yeah, I definitely think you see a bounce. You definitely see a bounce from the players.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how quick we took 10 years to get bored of Klopp in terms of like just the voice, and you know, you get used to that one voice week in, week out, and you kind of get a little bit bored. You get kind of like, I wish it was something else. I wish we'd try something new. I think these players have got that after a year, 18 months. I think that because I'm looking at them and I'm like, they don't look like players that want to invent stuff, but they don't look excited when they step on the pitch. They don't look like there's a spring or a bounce when they go to get on the pitch to go and play for and you put the shirt on. They just look like it's a job. That's the way I look at some of them now. The only ones that you don't see that from is the Ekatikes, the Rios, stuff like Sobo. You can see that it's not just a job from these guys. They wanna put the shirt on and they want to show up and show what they're about. But the rest, most of these guys, 85% of them, yeah, this is a job at the moment until we give them something new.
I think you get a bounce from a new manager, yes, but I think it's rooted deeper than that. And I'm not going to go as far as say, oh yeah, like FSG, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the personalities of these players. I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what Slot tells you, right? None of them are angry on that pitch. None of them are frustrated.
No pride.
None of them are one. Virgil was abysmal in today, right? In his attitude, I seen him laughing in one moment. In when he should have been commanding his box, he's being pushed over. He's meant to be a leader. If he's not having the best game or he's making them mistakes, and it might not be his personality, right? But throw a tantrum, get angry, like show some kind of reaction. But he's calm, collective, cool. All right, well, that you ain't the personality. You might be the personality when things are good and the rest of the team's good and there's fight elsewhere. But when we're relying on you to be the guy that's in the trenches, that's working hard and humbled himself enough, you ain't that guy. Salah, you ain't that guy. Another game where it's okay for him to just miss chances because, oh, he don't have a right foot. I don't care. He's 5 yards out from the goal. Have one then. 300 grand a week. Get a right foot then. What are we doing here? Oh no, but Salah, it's all right. You know, he doesn't have a right foot. Cool. Well, he's not bothered, right? So I'm not bothered. Get him out. Gakpo runs into the box, trips himself over, and ends up in some inconspicuous position on another player. Oh yeah, it's Gakpo though. He's looking to cut in and he couldn't really do it in that moment. I don't care then. Get rid of him. Because if these lot are just going to do the same thing and we're going to accept it and they're not bothered by it, we'll get some players in that are bothered. Because I'm sick and tired of watching other teams. I watched West Ham's Sunderland earlier on today. Sunderland lost. I see more frustration out of them players. I see more fight out of them players. I seen players that seemed like they were actually bothered about what they were doing and they lost. And I'd have been happier with losing 3-1 to West Ham or 3-1 to Bournemouth, replicating the result, if I'd have seen our players show a reaction like that. But they didn't. And I'm sorry, that's on them because they're grown men. And that's on them. I don't care what Slot's telling you, what the tactics are, whether you agree with it or not, right? You put on that shirt and you step on the pitch. And if your quality's not great, cool. But I need to see a reaction out of you, though. I need to see some anger. I seen Curtis got angry or was confused in the last game. And it got clipped up and it was all over social media. I'm like, this shouldn't be the only thing we're seeing, though. The only player that seems a little bit bothered by this. This for me, you get a new manager in, and if you get a tactically inept, quality tactical coach, right? Yes, you can. These players have got quality. You'll make that work. But if you're relying on the players to get you out of this, I think they're demonstrating right now they ain't got that personality. And it hurts me to say because I really like a lot of these players. But unfortunately, I'm not in denial. I'm looking at what I see on the pitch, and they ain't showing me enough that they've got that personality. And we literally are turning into United, where we're literally going, oh, well, you can't sack the player, so I better sack the coach. Next coach comes in, oh, he's an all right coach. Why are we still shit? Because you've got an all right coach and you ain't got players that are willing to dig you out. So what we're going to do? For me, I think the personalities within this group is too nice. They're all yes men. They're all PC. They're all here for a good time. They're at Liverpool. They feel like they've made it. They're quite accepting of the fact it can be a transition season or we can move on. And there's not enough of them looking at themselves going, damn, my career's short. And I need this to work now. I mean, I respect Florian Wirtz for staying calm this season and trusting in himself. But at some point, I'm looking at myself going, Jesus Christ, I need to start performing. My stock's going down. My next contract, I ain't getting paid. I ain't getting the rise that I want. My next Adidas deal ain't the same. Like, Jesus, come on. Like, this is a short football career. Sort it out. And that's on the players. And I don't care what manager comes in. I don't care if he keeps Slot to the end of the season now. Ain't no Alonso coming in and fixing all this. I think Jurgen Klopp was a 1 in a million manager. And I think he is based, unless you get another Klopp, I think we're just in for the same shit, if I'm being honest with you. I don't care. I don't care what money we've got. I don't care what players that means we're capable of signing. I genuinely think that we haven't got the right personalities in this squad. And I like the players. I think they're cool, but they're not people I want to go to battle with. I'll vibe you in the gym.
No battles, bro.
We'll go gym together. We'll train together. And stuff. But when I'm down and out, I ain't calling on you. Nah. I'm no fight about them.
You're good. You're good. I don't like none of these players. I hate them all. I hate them all, bro. All these players. I don't want them nowhere near me, bro. Seriously. I can't deal with pussies. They complete pussies, bro. You gotta have some on a real one. You gotta have some self-respect, bro. No matter who the manager is. Out there on the picture, you gotta have some self-respect. And you can't be mugged off. Yeah, I don't mind not winning, not playing well and all that. I have some self-respect. If you're getting mugged up, at least go and get a yellow card or something. Do something. Show me that you care or something. Like, there's nothing out there. Like, it comes from the manager, because at the end of the day, the first 20 minutes, I hear what Sab's saying, but we was playing keep ball, whatnot. We had the ball for a little while. Fair enough. Better than what we've been doing recently. Then we go and concede an idiot goal. Gomez goes off. Stays off. We don't bring another player until we concede another goal. So this is coming from the manager. Like, players are seeing this. You're down to 10 men. People are screaming at you, put someone on, bro. What's going on? Like, we're down to 10 men here. Like, we're losing 1-0. We're down to 10 men. We go down to 2-0. What, bro? This is gross. Negligence. This is crazy, bro. You get sacked every day for things like that in normal workplaces. This is, bro. You look, just standards this manager's putting up with, bro. I was pissed off before the game started. Ekatike is not playing. I'm thinking, what is going on? What, man can't play 2 games in a row now? Is that what we're saying now? Because this is what he keeps on doing. Like, so, all right, cool. You've done that. It's pissed me off already. Gakpo, I don't know what's going on with Gakpo. Like, so really, I'm not going to talk about him. Can't talk about Salah. I didn't see him all day. I didn't even know he was playing at some point. And then them goals went in. We got it back to 2-2. I thought, all right, cool. Then I'm watching it. Where's our midfield, bro? We go back to the old school, like just no one was there. I see them take the ball from their own box and go walk to our box, to the edge of the box, and somehow mess it up. They kicked it wide or something. I just don't understand this manager, what he's doing. Like, even at 2-2, I'm thinking, yeah, we can win it. And then as soon as we gave away the throw on, surely you got a Liverpool fans here. Surely you knew. Yeah, man. Surely you knew when we gave away that throw on, they were going to score. We knew that. I knew that anyway. I thought to myself, there we go. There it is. There it is. There's the goal. There's our soft underbelly team. There we are. And then what happens? We don't concede straight away. Give away another one just to make sure. Well, you didn't score now. All right, have another go. Cool. No problem.
They had two chances just before they scored that. Evan Nilsson scored.
That's what I'm saying, bro. One of them. They ran from their own box in a straight line, not no side passing.
No, that's the one I was talking about. That's the one where Rio lost the ball and he just ran with the ball and realized, oh, no one's chasing me. All right, I'll just carry on running, which is funny because the same thing happened when Semenyo did it against Bournemouth early in the season. He took the ball, ran through the whole team. Yeah. No techers, bro. No step overs. No, the straight line. Oh, you're just not gonna chase me. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find the midfielders. Can't see them. But as I told you, bro, I saw Ekatike running back. Which is what Cav said is like, that's what happened when Nunes was here. I just saw Nunes running back, defending. Like you're right. The key word, what you man said, bro. Bro. These ain't the Cavs, right? But these ain't the guys you want to go to battle with, bro. These are the coffee bar dudes, bro. These are the these are the inside training.
You laughed at me when we put that coffee bar in. I said it's the worst decision we fucking made.
It's the truth, bro. Honestly, bro, when they go back in training, kick that down, bro. Baseball back to that. Give it to Carol, give it to the dinner lady, bro. Let her take you home. Man, them are chilling there with the baggy tops and that, bro, and the V-necks and that. Bro,
Thank you.
Man, then trying to come into training cute, you know. Virgil telling me like, yeah, we know when the photographer's coming in, so why you do not fashion to training? When you go in to play football, there's no gal there, there's no women in there. They're not ready. You're right, but they're not ready to go. They literally play like we just won the league. Still, they play like that fucking Ibiza trip that I told man about, bro. They play like they're still on that boat, bro. Every time I look at their stupid faces, that's all I think of. You man on the Ibiza boat and everyone telling me, it's okay, we won the league. No, bruv. You've been shit for a whole year. January to January is a year, bruv, and you've been shit for a whole year. And the league was wrapped up early. Implement some new stuff now, bro. Implement it now. Use the games. Nah, he wants to be with the shot girls and the slot girls, bro. And he wants to be there with Wayne Lineker and that. IB from the Rocks. Them man are doing summer 66 with Trent.
Yo, Wayne's not there anymore, just by the way.
Doing summer 66 with Trent, bro. When the league's still going on. This start, bro. Dean knows because he's on the same thing I'm on, bro. That's why I'm always talking about Newcastle and that. Yeah, we're a better team. But when these teams will go to war, they can play good football and go to war, bro. Joe Linton and them, man. Bruno Guimaraes and McAllister are the same height, bro. Same stature, bro. This mannequin don't move. This McAllister, you don't move, bro. Just a mannequin. It doesn't. Bro, I don't know what that guy does to this day. He's not the only shit one, but I don't know what he does. And if somebody tells me one more time he keeps the ball ticking over, bro, then what the what? What? I think man laughing at Spurs getting Gallagher the other day. Gallagher's better than this guy, bro.
Way better.
Better than this guy.
He does tick the game over. He does.
Curtis Jones is better. Curtis Jones is better than McAllister right now.
Imagine your career now is all I have to do is stand in one spot and make a 2-yard pass. That the guy who passed me the ball could have bypassed me. He's the middleman for no reason. He's for no reason.
Yeah. It's like, do you think Slot knows his shit? And because I don't get, because
he doesn't think he's
because Curtis Jones. I don't think Curtis Jones was like fantastic when he came on, but he was still better than McAllister when he came on because he's at least trying to move the ball forward. You know what I mean? And we're thinking about selling Curtis to Tottenham, but keeping McAllister. Because all I keep hearing is that we want to give new contracts to Szoboszlai, which I don't mind about. Gravenberch and McAllister, but I keep hearing rumours about Curtis Jones going to Tottenham. I'm keeping Curtis.
Szoboszlai's getting away with murder, you know.
Yeah, he is.
They ain't fooling me.
He is.
I'd keep Curtis Jones ahead of all of them. I love Curtis.
But Savage, you said something just now about standards, right? And where the bar is. On Wednesday, when they called and they said to Ends, the bar is underground. It's not on the ground. And that's the problem. It's underground. Because even just now, Jamie just said, but Curtis is better than Mac. You just said, well, what does Mac do? So even if you do one thing, then obviously you're better than him. And that's the problem. The incremental BS, this is a margin. Nah, it's still the same thing. Marginally better doesn't help us. Verge in the interview said the wind was high. Slot in his interview said, yeah.
The wind was high.
Can you explain? Sorry, I didn't understand. What do you mean the wind was high?
It's floating around the head, I think.
Done science at school.
That's why he probably couldn't pick up the ball properly, and that's why he made the error.
Wind was higher.
That's the skipper, you know.
I'm not being funny, lads.
That's the skipper.
We played at Bournemouth. What do you expect?
I didn't always win the
Every single time we play at Bournemouth.
You know what's funny?
We
laugh at Ty on AFTV. We talk about the wind and the rain. Ty on AFTV, we laugh at him. Our skipper just went on camera and said the wind was high. Then Slot said,
but he said that like the wind's normally low. Like what?
The wind was high. I said, cool.
I ain't never seen a tornado on the floor, bro. What are you talking about? And then he said, so it's hard to judge. Well, guess who fucking judged it? The guy who scored. He looked at you, you stepped back, and he said, "All right, you're not going to tackle me. All right then."
Cool.
So high. Please, no one clip that, bro.
So Bournemouth used.
It's
So
gonna
Bournemouth.
get clipped.
So Bournemouth used the wind better than we did today. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, what their avatar now? Wind
Yeah.
harness.
Hold on.
Is it that?
This is old school football. Yeah, you pick the wing to go. That's how
You
you
pick
pick
against the wind. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, when the
Come
pitch is on, when the pitch is uphill one half, you go, all right,
Yeah.
we'll go uphill first, so we're ready.
Yeah, them ones. That's mad, bro.
Someone in the chat said the tide was out.
No, we'll be sponsored by Met Office next
His
season.
interview after the game. I was listening to it on stream because I wanted him to just take a bit of accountability, bro.
Let's see.
'Cause
Yeah,
once
it was
a man-
on me.
Yeah, because
It's
once he
on
just
me.
said he was wrong, I'm like, yeah, what else am I supposed to say to him? He said he got it wrong. He's talking about misjudge. I'm like, so you're not going to just tell us that you got it wrong? Because this thing that Virgil does, he did that, then he miskicked the ball. Like, he's been doing this.
Mhm.
When Wolves conceded, when we conceded against Wolves, he miskicked the ball then as well. He just miskicks the ball all the time because he's so nonchalant about it. On Verge, I can just, you get me? I got waves and a shape up. I'm doing Expedia adverts. What are you doing? Have a bit of grit about you, man. We got no out of state.
It's the coffee bar attitude, bro. I told you, lot. And what did I say? What did I say weeks ago? I said you should close the accent down and get these lot training outside in a park, like tires, basic.
Yeah, no
training.
trim, bro,
These
no
lot
barber,
got it
no
too
barber.
nice.
Send them
Got
to
it
the
too
desert,
nice.
we said.
But yeah, I swear to they need to humble themselves. Honestly, they need to realize what actual hard work is. They've got to go out there for 90 minutes, right, and just work hard, and you'll beat this Bournemouth team. And then
You know what
see
it is,
Virgil-
Cap? They're complete. They feel complete now. I'm looking at it's a job now to them.
It is the trouble. It is the trouble. That's exactly what it is, Ends, right? Because we worked so hard, right, to get to where we did. And Virgil and Salah and the Robbo and the players that have been here at the start, they have worked hard to get us here, right? And there's obviously some additions along the way. But they're like, oh, we're here now. We are complete. Like, and they don't recognize that actually, unfortunately, you have to go back to that working hard again. You've got to get back
on
on
the
the
hill.
shop floor.
Go back on the hill and claim it again.
Anymore. You're not in your cushy office anymore. You've got to get back on shop floor, my guy. I'm really sorry. You've got to work your way back up again. I know it's disheartening, but that's just where we are. And I don't think they've got that in their mental. I think they're just like, do you know what? Actually, if we just make a couple of tweaks, give it time, right? It will actually just be complete again. It don't work like that. You have to build a team. They think that this is just going to work itself out. No, you've got to work it out, and it starts with working hard, and that's not good
What's
enough.
funny,
What we're
Cap,
seeing out
is
from these players.
When whether right or wrong, when Klopp was extending Hendo and Genie and Milner, the Brexit midfield and the midfield that didn't have all the ability, and everybody was saying, well, why do you need them? You're seeing why you need the characters and the drive right now, because there isn't that one person. We don't have one single person. Verge scores. And I'm like, all right, come on, skipper. Drag the men up. You messed it up twice. Be back in it. Give me a little small bump.
How much does it upset you, right? How much does it upset you? Because you just said it. Virgil scored today, right? Did you see the angle before he scored where his face on and you see him bolting through the players, right? He was so determined to get to that ball. Why does it take for Virgil to have a shit game and concede a goal?
You can see
for him
charge
to then
like a
show
bull.
that willingness
Yeah.
to go score. You should be doing that every single time.
But I want
you're
that, though, but
and this is the upsetting thing.
I want the charging
You're
still
showing
though,
us-
after you score.
You're showing us you
Give
can
me
do
something.
it. You
Yes.
only want to do it when you're rectifying your own mistake. I'm sorry, you ain't my captain. If
Nah,
you're
man,
just
them
trying to
want-
rectify your own mistake,
People wanted Virgil to be captain because he looks like a captain. That's it. I remember asking at the time when it was like, who's going to be the next captain? Man, Virgil, why? Meanwhile, all the Dutch legends were telling us that he's a shit captain. They literally were telling us that. And they were like, no, we got to defend him.
And the Vart and that, yeah.
You can't talk about him like that.
He was our guy, though. He was our guy.
What did you not being as good as somebody have to do with my opinion on you, bro? That's all everyone ever says. Oh, he can't. That's what happened when Hendo was the captain, and man were telling me, oh, Virgil's my captain. How can Hendo even talk to him? He's not as good as him. So that's not how it works. That's not how it works, bro.
That's never how it's worked, though. That's never
You got
been
no elder
the
statesman
mark.
to tell. I told you if Virgil's the guy who's supposed to be the head of everything on the pitch, then who tells Virgil? And now Robbo's not on the pitch. He can't say nothing. So who tells Virgil when he goes wrong? So when he makes the mistake today, the first thing he does, he picks up the ball and screw faces the rest of the team. And I'm like, bro, that was the simplest ball over the top.
That's you.
How about
That's
pick up the
you.
ball? My bad man, them. Let's go again.
Come on.
Easy. And you know what? I don't want to. I saw Gabriel do the same thing against Bournemouth 3 weeks ago. The same thing. He made a mistake. They took a throw in. He passed it back. Oh shit! Picked up the ball. Calmer. He did the same
put his
thing.
hand up.
Went
Put his
the other
hand
side
up.
of the pitch and
Went
scored
up
from
and
a
scored.
corner. Picked up the ball. Let's go.
Let's go. That's what I want to see.
And you know
Give
why?
me some of
Because
that,
Arsenal still have the fight because they haven't won the league, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
It's true.
Like these man's obviously it's hard to talk on someone's mentality when you don't know them. But from what I can see, him and Salah's mentality looks tired now. I knew Salah would be like this anyway. And everyone thought I was hating on him. But I heard all of his interviews the previous season when he sounded extra determined to win the league. He just needed it. He needed it. And then I heard him the next interviews when the season started, and all those interviews he said Arsenal are the favourites to win the league.
Arsenal better.
what
Yeah, they got a
the
better
fuck?
squad. Yeah.
I said, what did you just say, bro?
Yeah.
What the league's just started. We're the champs, and you just told me that Arsenal's the favourites.
Yeah.
Okay, bro, you're done, bro. Because you're telling me I can't be bothered to fight again, and I hear it because you went to war with Klopp against Man City for time. You man are tired, bro. We finally got over the line again. We can breathe. You can't though, bro. It's the Prem. Sorry, it don't work like that. And then the new guys come in, and they've heard all the stories about how it was hard to battle against City for the league, and Virgil and Salah. I bet you got stories for us and that. And they're just like, nah, it was all right. We'll be all right. Season starts. We did what we did. I think the league was shit, but that's not an excuse. Someone's got to win the league. We won it, bro. Then all the new guys are like, I thought you man told us it was hard to win the league. Just where's City and Arsenal, bro? What? We've got IB for, bro. Well, it's done. So now they're like, yeah, we didn't have to work for it. We've won it, bro. Fuck a World Cup season, because all the international teams we played for were nailed on to play for them anyway. If you think about it, Kirkens is definitely going to play for Hungary. Sabazai is definitely going to play for Hungary. All the Dutch players are definitely playing for the Dutch national team. So no one's got nothing to fight for. Virgil don't have to fight for Egypt. He's Salah. He can play. No one has to fight for anything apart from Ekitike. Because how good is the French team? And would you know, this is the guy who's trying to show it all the time, bro. He's trying. Rio's feeding off scraps, but comes on the pitch and shows us straight away why he probably should be playing left wing. I don't really care about his age. You man were ready to, Yamal's 13. And now Rio can't play. You allow it, bro. Allow it, man. From the talk, the manager, it's seeping into the players. Well, the players, it's seeping to the fans, brother. Now the fans sound the same as well. Don't worry. We won the league already. We'll be back. Are you sure? Because Man U ain't back. Are you sure? Because Chelsea's not back. Chelsea brought 47 players the season before. 47? That's true. Bro, they're not back. But man, I saw the fear, bro. Last week I saw the fear, and the Liverpool fan, you couldn't lie to me. I heard it. I heard the fear in everyone's voice. They saw what Carrick did against Man City. They said, oh shit. Start, man. I get it, bro. Start, man.
All I saw was highlights, Sam. I kept seeing highlights of the man, but everywhere I went, even my son said to me, "Yo, did you see how Man United was playing?" I said, "Bro, allow it. I don't care."
Played well. They had more shape and a system in that one game under Michael Carrick than we had under Slot all year, which is scary.
You know, it reminded me of when Klopp first came in his first game. He was like, "Yo, well, how did he change this much in the space of a week? Few days in being here, and he had us moving like this. And all you kept thinking was, you add better players to this, we're gonna cook teams. That's all. From the first game was like, add better players to this system, add better players to this team, and we're cooking."
Well, do you know what gets me though, right? Is I think you said it earlier, Sab, like about standards and where Liverpool are, and having to accept that like football as a whole in the Premier League as a whole, the standard's lower. But if the standard lowers, Liverpool should be higher. Because I don't remember Man City when they were in their pomp going, do you know what, we'll drop down to everybody else. I don't remember Man City going, do you know what, everyone else is playing. It's a long ball season. It's a physical game nowadays. No, they were like, you lot do that, and we'll just bop you off the park with passing then. I don't understand why we're suddenly having to go, do you know what? We're just not a physical side. You don't have to be. You just got to be a better side. You just you've got Florian Wirtz, you've got Salah, you've got Virgil. Play football then. You haven't got to be physical because everybody else is being physical. I could not remember any other season, and there probably is one, where the teams that got promoted dictated the style of play in the league. Fuck the teams that got promoted. You play football up here or get killed. Like, I can't understand this notion of, oh, the league's terrible now, and Liverpool, they're a footballing side, and that's not the league anymore. No. Everybody else should be suffering because they're trying to be physical, and they can't be because we're so good at football on the ground. Like, I can't understand how we're accepting it, and it's becoming okay for Liverpool to be this terrible. Liverpool should not be fighting for the top of the league. Liverpool should be clear. I'm sorry, Liverpool won the league last season. I know we lost some players, but we brought in some good players as well. Liverpool should be clear. The standards should not be we're competing for top 4. It shouldn't be that we're competing for the league. We should be fucking 6, 7, 9 points ahead. Like, let's face facts. The league's got worse. The league's got worse this year, and we've got even worse off.
Gav, we was 5 points. Gav, we was 5 points clear at one point.
Yeah,
we was 5 points clear at the top at one point.
As every single one of them home games, we were shit.
I know, but I'm just telling you how bad we were still 5 points clear.
Bro, we've won 5 games in September, bro.
That's mad.
Which
is that league only? Is that league only?
Yeah, which my maths is 18 weeks.
No, allow it, stop, please.
Fuck you know.
18 weeks. 126 days. It's about 25.2, 25.1, one win. So every 25 days, one win. That's the average.
So when's that? When are we due our next win now? Then.
What was the last win?
We work it out.
No, one in the league in the year.
Oh, that's hey, man, don't worry. We got Newcastle and Man City next, so don't worry about it.
That's all right then.
It's going according to plan.
Palace and Burnley are the only teams worse than us in the last 5. Those 3 are the only teams that are worse than us. Everybody else has a win. Spurs, Palace, and Burnley are the only teams that don't have a win in the last 5.
Hang on. Have Wolves got a better points than us this calendar
year? Wolves won. West Ham are back-to-back winners in the last 5. Wolves. Sorry, West Ham. Back-to-back.
Nah, lads, we are unbeaten, though. We are.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
I'm sorry. You can't say it anymore. You have to.
You can't.
Sorry.
We're not.
Sorry. I forgot the result. Yeah, sorry.
John, you've been meditating, bro.
We had a good run.
Cav turned off at 2-2.
Hey, John, stop meditating, bro. I need to hear you, bro. What are you saying?
Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Man, speechless.
What can you actually say? I mean, I've got a lot to say, but it's like it's just pathetic at this point. To be honest with you, on all fronts. You know what I mean? From the pitch to the manager to the board and how they've kind of conducted the last year and a half, regardless of we won the league last season. Going back to the whole standards conversation, for me, I feel like it's see, hindsight is a funny thing because when I look at players like Van Dijk and Salah, and obviously these men were like in the final year of their contract, you know, and I also think back to like how Pep used to Pep with Man City in their prime. He just had the right time. He knew the right time. I'll probably even say Fergie as well. And they knew the right time when to shuffle certain man after they've won like a certain amount of trophies and whatnot. Because they going back to what you man was saying, like when a player's achieved so much, as time goes on and the older they get, the hunger does tend to lessen a bit because there's complacency there. So it kind of calls for a certain reshuffle. So now you need players who are going to be more hungry to achieve what that player has achieved, right? So, and I don't think we really, I don't really think we've been a club who plan for the future very well. Hence why it's not really a surprise that we're in this position right now, where I look at players and I think, well, players who fans would have thought would step up to the plate in terms of leadership, they're not really leading. You know what I'm saying? Personality, I mean, we lack it. We lack pride. I think that's the most damning thing as well. The way we're losing games is that there's just no pride in the performance. There's no pride even like I can take losing the game. You know what I'm saying? But to go down in the manner that we lose games with just no pride, no passion, no anger, it's just like another game to these men. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, I get like I'm tired of always putting it on the manager, even though he needs to go. But I think a lot of the players, especially the players, the experienced players, I think at this point, right now, the way I'm looking at it, I mean, I'll be very happy to see the back of them. I think they've done enough. I think they've done a lot, and I don't really feel like the way I look at things right now, there's much to given where we're trying to go in the future. In my opinion, I think the move for Robbo, because obviously he looks like he's leaving. I personally don't think it's as crazy as people think. But here's the thing: when it comes to Liverpool, it is crazy because there's no faith that you're gonna get any sort of adequate replacement for Robbo. I mean, Tsimikas, I mean, he's been a backup for the last 5 years. He's not a player whereby he's come in to challenge Robbo. He's never really challenged Robbo in my personal opinion. And my standard is for this team, right, to have quality players for each position. You know what I mean? That's how you win trophies back to back, which we've never ever looked at, like ever doing. When retaining the Champions League back to back, retaining the league back to back. That's the standards I want to see this club at, and we've never been near. We've never been close to that. We've never been close. We've never planned for the future. We're never a proactive club. We're always reactive. You know what I'm saying? So that's just Liverpool in a nutshell, really. So a lot of it really isn't like a surprise. It's only a surprise to people who kind of either are very much oblivious or blind to the facts, or are just playing right out. Just they're not really seeing it for what it is, or they can't fathom to see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I find it funny how, like, I mean, I don't really take any of these Sky Sports pundits as words for gospel, because I feel like the fact that they even talk of Liverpool in a sense where, oh, it's Liverpool. I mean, yeah, they have poor performances, but they just need to get it together. They need to get performances right, bruv. We needed to get performances right since the first game of the season, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Honestly, I share a lot of the same sentiment with you guys. To be honest with you, and this is going to be it's going to be the same rhetoric. You know what I mean? Throughout till the end of the season. I don't think Slot really leaves until the end of the season, in my opinion. And then obviously whoever we get, whoever that may be, I think really needs to come in with some sort of authority. If he is given that authority, right? Because the difference is with Klopp, he was a manager. So with him, one thing I did respect was he just said, you know what? In order for us to move forward, we need to strip and not refer to the past so much, which is kind of what, like, you look at a club like Man U, that's what they need to do in order to move forward. Because that whole thing of Alex Ferguson and all that stuff is just, that's what's holding them back. And I think, like, when I look at us, again, we appreciate what Jurgen Klopp has done, but if we're going to go about this properly, we need to get the next Liverpool manager, for me, has to step in with that same authority, but also just have now, like, just the tactical nous, the man management skills to really get the best out of these current crop of players that we deem now are going to be the ones that are going to be the future, that we look to say, you know what, okay, these are the current crop of players that are going to lead us to the next title. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But for right now, present tense, bro, it's just a mess. It's just
If we get Champions League football, this guy's staying. I'm just preparing myself, bro. I don't think he's going anywhere, man.
I mean, again, it's not that won't shock me. That won't shock
Now,
me.
if we just go how our ownership's been always moved and that, he ain't going anywhere. Forget Champions League football, he ain't going anywhere, bro. They'll give him more time. A little extension on his contract or something, man. But, yeah, man. Start, bro.
Can I?
They all
I'll
got
ask you
18
guys a
months
quick
left,
question.
All three of them got 18 months left. Him, Edwards, and Hughes. They all got 18 months left on the deal.
Hey, big up to Bukama, man. I miss Nunes. At least he brought some excitement.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's ask this question then. Would you take Nunes now in this team?
Yeah.
All day.
Hey, since Nunes became a Liverpool player, this guy got so much hate. I think there's got to be a lot of apologies going Nunes' way.
Yeah.
Because we did have conversations about yes, he misses chances, right? He misses some easy chances. But then there was also conversations about the fact we don't create for him, we don't play to his style, and actually he always gives us hard work rate. He always gives us something. A lot of these players step on the pitch and they give us nothing. Now, for me, I don't know what you guys would prefer. Would you prefer to see Salah just do nothing all game? Or would you rather see a player that's a bit shit but actually gives it a go and is a bit hit and miss?
So I agree with you there because I saw that. I'm not going to get into it, but when all that scapegoat Salah stuff started, when everyone started backing him over anything, I'm like, bro, it's not even about that, but it's about that he's on the pitch and he's not doing anything, bro. So at that point, it's nothing to do with Kaiser being better than him. I just know that I'm getting a shift out of Kaiser, bro. So if Kaiser has an off game, but he's got to put in a shift in, he's going to be better than what Salah's doing because the current Salah's not scoring and assisting. So then it's like, so what do you give me? Nothing. And Kaiser was. But then it became, oh, Kaiser's got a game and what's he done now? And I'm like, oh, so you man are just waiting for Kaiser to get a chance so we can have a bad game so you can tell us that I was wrong and that. I'm like, but the same thing remains, bro. This is the same thing what I had with McAllister and Trey. Trey's young and all that. It looks all flimsy. Okay, but like if the other guy's not doing anything, then you can't get worse. That's all I'm saying. So you might as well give somebody a chance. You might give a little like, oh, fucking Mbappe, bro. It might be a bit of a bright light in the season. You get me? If you get one of the young ones doing something, at least we can hang on to something, bro. Like, oh, Real's come through this season. So happened when we didn't win the league and we ended up winning the top three race and then we fell out at the end and Man City won the league. But Bradley came through. And was all, oh yeah, Bradley's in the team now. He's doing this and that. He's having these good games against Chelsea and scoring and all that. There's something new there, man. Because obviously the remnants of the old team. Me and them just talking about it yesterday. There's not many of them yet. And as I said, I think Alisson will leave. He's going to go to his last year. And Virgil and Mo only signed 2 years and that. And when I saw Mo's interview the first time, he's like, I've got 2 years left and that's it. So I'm like, when I was in the stream earlier, I was saying, bro, Salah and Virgil's replacement should be in the team already, bro.
Should be here a long time. Long time, though.
Because all the other clubs, when we try and sign a player, you think they don't know that Salah and Virgil's gone? When they leave, everyone knows who Salah and Virgil is. So as soon as Liverpool come knocking for their winger and their centre back, say, oh, let me add another 20 mil on top of that.
100%.
You get me?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're going to get to that season and Gueye would have had 6 months at Man City by then. Embedded. And Semenyo embedded. Now, yeah, they're not Salah and Virgil. But Salah and Virgil weren't Salah and Virgil before.
You don't need to be Salah and Virgil.
Like,
that's the beauty
Salah
of it.
was cold in a different league and that he was cold. But he wasn't this Salah. Well, the prime Salah we got. And for everyone who, like, I know loads of people gassed up Virgil, but let's not forget, bro. I remember when Maguire was the guy over Virgil, bro. I remember when Virgil was there with Yoshida, bro, stinking up the place sometimes, bro. You get me? So, they you know, when everyone does that and tries to, I don't know, bro, this moral high ground on certain players and that's not Liverpool level. And I'm like, I hear it for some players, but for some, they just weren't that player before in the first place, bro. Clearly.
Yeah, I'll be real.
They failed at PSG, bro. Oh, see, if you get in that team when you've got Messi and Neymar and Mbappe ahead of you, bro. You get me? So sometimes you have to take a punt on them players, bro. But the problem what I've got is there's no elder statesman at the club now. So that's going to be worrying. I need to see who's going to be the leaders. That's the main thing for me, bro. Just the leaders. Because you can get a tune out of all these teams. You saw how Bournemouth were pushing towards the end of that game. Like they wanted to do something, bro. And I reckon if you interviewed most of these Liverpool players, apart from Sabazla, because I heard him speak already, ask them like what you want for the rest of the season. There's a long part of the season left. So even if you know that you're not going to win the Prem, I want to hear them. Yeah, I want to make it difficult. I don't want to just give up our league. I want to make it difficult. Whatever team's going to win the league, they need to fight for it. They can't just have it. It's ours. It's still until it's mathematically impossible. It's ours. And then what else left of the season? Well, the FA Cup just started. You only had one game, and the Champions League you're about to go through. So you've got a whole half of a season to go. We're going to win something. We're leaving with the big trophy. But I don't even think they want it. They look like they want it too. They don't look that bothered to me.
Nah, they look like they're licking their wounds and they've got excuses, and yeah, they are feeling sorry for themselves. But it's crazy because success next year has got to start now. You know, we've turned the year, and we've got to have a good end to the season, a good run in, to then roll into next season in some good form, or at least an understanding as to how we're going to play. Plus the fact that these players, it's a World Cup year for a lot of them. So surely they want to be playing well, feel fit, feel confident, feel like they're in good form, and roll into the World Cup and play for their national sides. So when's that penny gonna drop for them? Like, are they wait until April, March, and go, do you know what? That we rested up a little bit. We probably rested, took our time with things. But actually, it's March, April now. Shit, I want to make sure I'm in that squad, make sure I'm in that team for the World Cup, and then they start playing then. Like, come on, they've got to do the work now. Like, there's still stuff they can achieve this season, yes, but even if they don't believe that they're gonna, if they know in their heads, okay, top four we'll get, that's fine. Champions League, we've got an outside chance, and the FA Cup. But even if they don't believe in themselves that they can win those games, they should be thinking to themselves, well, okay, the only chance we've got is just to work hard. Just do loads of running, fight for everything, dark arts on the pitch, do all the little things that is in your control, and then the quality may come, the form may come. But it's got to start with that.
Cav,
we don't run.
They don't
do loads of
even
walking,
do that.
not running.
See, the thing is, a lot of the players in the first team, right? How many of them start for their country? You'd say probably Virgil. Obviously, he's the captain for Holland. He easily starts.
The first team, most of them start.
Some of them aren't even captains.
The only one who doesn't start all the time is Ekatike because of French. That's it.
But check this though. Check this. Again, it goes back to the attitudes. So the thing is, what I'm also seeing with certain players in this team is the lack of attitude in terms of how they approach certain games, right? Because it's almost like, well, again, like it's almost, and I also blame Slot a little bit for this, because it's like when certain players who are well established, especially like international players as well, right? In their minds, they probably have it, well, I'm gonna start the next game anyway.
Yep.
So there's no sort of, authority from the manager or coach to say, you've had a bad game for a while, so I'm gonna put my man in who's hungry and who's gonna show me a little bit of something going forward, because you're not giving me what you're not providing what I need from you in
Slot,
this
you know what it is, John? Slot don't rate that though. He doesn't care.
That's an issue.
He sees the hunger and work rate versus I just know this guy's better than him, so that's what I'm going with. Because
that's a problem.
If for Gakpo, for example, I'm not getting onto Gakpo because it's any of them, but using him as an example. If you was having the games he's having, first of all, everyone's got a problem with the way Gakpo plays, apart from the manager. So Gakpo's just going to play the way he normally plays then, because clearly I'm doing something right. The gaffer's keeping me on. If Gakpo has 2 of them games and he goes, I'm playing Rio and I don't care how old he is, and Rio doesn't even have to score, then it's like, well, if he doesn't have to score, then what's he doing different to me? He must be performing better than me. Better buck up my ideas. I'm not losing my place to some youngster, bro. Done. Chiesa might not be better than Salah, bro. He's not. But if he plays him and Chiesa's running back to save goals off the line as a right winger, bro, and Salah's not helping out, and both of you are not scoring, it's like, oh, Salah, you thought you was coming on again. Nah, you can play in the game, but you're not starting because Chiesa's starting, bro, and that's how it's working. Then all of a sudden, it's like,
we did that though. And then Salah came out and had that interview.
Exactly, and the worst thing what Slot's done is he had the monopoly at doing this because he was a new manager. So you got to come in and set out your stall early and go, this is just what I'm doing. Now you've let them be here for a little bit and you've been here a while and they're like, nah,
the timing of it
won you the league, bro, and You know what I mean? We're Dutch. Let's, you know what I mean? And so there's all in the team. So it's deep. He can't. I reckon he's gonna stay here. But honestly, for the betterment of the club, like seriously, forget how much I dislike this guy. He actually can't be our manager, bro. Like it's really bad. Cav was right, like deep, bro, because his attitude towards stuff. I don't know if you saw his Sky Sports interview this morning, where and the title says it's got Gerrard in the thumbnail, and it's like Onslaught response to Gerrard saying stop talking about low blocks. So first of all, Sky Sports turned into content creators like us. I hear it. Yeah. Inspiration. And then they ask him about it, and he just giggles about it, and he's like, "It's coming from somebody who was really good at breaking down low blocks, but I could just probably use different words." No, that's not what Gerard's talking about. He wants you to shut your mouth, blood. You keep moaning about stuff. You're just not having it. He's just laughing about it. And then the interview was good. She was like, "I think, don't you reckon that you like just need to start being a little bit more consistent, and that'll be the way forward?" This geezer's response was, "It's funny you say that because." The one thing we are consistent because we're unbeaten in 13. I'll tell you.
13 unbeaten. Yeah.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, like when we talk about standards, right? I always find myself asking this question always now, especially these days. It's like, as a fan base, are we actually really ready as a fan base to see this club actually dominate? Because what comes with trying to dominate a league, right, is making harsh decisions. And what seems as harsh decisions seems as disrespect for a lot of this fan base. So us saying that we want Slot out for some large sections of this fan base, it's also it seems like we're turning on the manager. We're not supporting him, and it's like, again, these are little things where I'm thinking we're not ready. We as a club and as a fan base as a whole, I don't think we're ready to.
I don't think our fan base will ever be ready, bro.
No, we'll never be. We'll never be ready because the thing is, we like to do things the right way, right? The right way, because we don't want to do things like the Chelsea way or the Man City way, which is ship off manager. It's not even that. Like when I know you guys ain't even asking for that. I'm not asking for that. All we're asking for is some sort of ruthlessness in the sense where if the coach, and week in, week out, Slot is given every opportunity for fans to just turn on him with the things that he says the things that he says every week. I think it's criminal how he's still a Liverpool manager. Even when Rafa was at his worst, you will never hear him talk the way he's talking, the way Slot's talking. Yeah. It's ridiculous. John, it's such a defeatist attitude, and I hate it.
But John, you gotta remember something, right? You talk about domination, but most of the fans aren't old enough to remember what domination looks like. So the new fans haven't seen it. And the old fans that have seen it are seeing it through the lens of what they saw. So this idea, Kenny Dalglish came out and said, you don't just throw people under the bus, you don't just back them when things get rough. You gotta support them and you bring them along. And that's the mantra that you will get from a person who would have been through a different sort of journey. And when Klopp joined, he said one of the issues that we had, and a lot of people didn't sort of get it, was history was a backpack that was weighing us down, and you needed to put that down. And it was almost, I think John Barnes said it on the overlap as well. You got to draw a line at a point in time and start to look forward and stop looking back, which is what you just said, or somebody said that the Mancs are doing, kind of like looking back at Fergie and trying to get back to something. It's not that is what you need now. And the new model is director of football, you're the head coach, and really and truly is, you aren't good enough, just throw you away. So don't fall in love with the head coach. Don't do because we have this love affair with our historical leaders, and that's not what it is now. But it's difficult for us to get away from that because that's what you were taught. So if you came up and the dad was a Liverpool fan and granddad was a Liverpool fan, you get any history and the stories, and you love the love affair with the journeys and all that. It's not, we had all of the money, because we didn't. And that's why we ended up where we were. Because if we had done things the right way and things hadn't gone the way we were, we probably would have been on the same footing as Man United when the Premiership turned. Because we would have been the champions of Europe for arguably within a decade of 80 to 90. Us and Everton were the team to beat, not anybody else. Everton stopped us from winning 5 in a row. It was us. We would have been the first team that had in foreign players, and we would have brought. So if the Premiership started earlier, we would have been the ones who got the players in, and it would have been a different journey. But it is what it is. But people have to understand, all right, well, today isn't yesterday. And we still holding on to a lot yesterday. So the idea that we've never sacked a manager that's won the Prem, that's won a title. Now, he said it too, where you've only won 2 in 30 years. So obviously what that means is back in the day, we never sacked a manager that won it because this was how we did it. Our succession plan was always there. See how the 5 of us are here? We were the next manager in the room. So Sab was next up. Yeah, good. Yeah. Then Cav was next up. The room used to work, and that's how it was. And it was very uncomplicated. It wasn't all this technical rubbish that you got to deal with now. Very, very uncomplicated. And you were the boss. You had we were here in the room smoking a cigarette, drinking a tea, whatever, coffee, and we were having a chat. Yeah. All right, go and run. And all it was running. John Barnes said he joined Liverpool. You know what I say? Go and play. Not X's and O's and XG's and field tilts and all this other shit. Not go over here. No. Join them, man. Them good. And you good too? Figure it out. That's what it was. Not, when you get here, make sure he's square and you pass it to him and then you bring it. Because you can see it. You watch our players playing and saying yourself, Jesus, it isn't chest.
Yeah, man.
Shoot, please.
It's a great point, Pops. With the new structure of having a director of football and a head coach that's just a head coach, you've basically made that position a plug and play. Either perform and get the best out of these players, or get moved on. And that's the ruthlessness that this structure.
That's the structure. Yes.
Has enabled themselves to have that they're not using, and that's how you lose identity because you set up a model and a plan and you don't stick to it. And
it's yours.
And what's worrying for me, right? I know Hughes is new, and I know Edwards is back, and I know this is in their eyes probably still quite a new regime, right? But what's worrying is who's analysing the head coach, because either no one's looking at it right now, or the guy that's analysing is being satisfied in some kind of way.
They're satisfied, bro? The money?
Because, and if that's what it is, right? If it is that Liverpool have accomplishments of top 4 European football revenue, we heard earlier on in the week how great they're doing and all that, something cool, right? Then I don't know what we do with that. But one thing you must not do is miss sellers like we are still this community club, this of the working people. We're staying in Anfield inside all surrounded by all the housing still, and we don't get rid of it. Don't sell me that, because I can see, we can all see right through that, and that is.
But they sold us that to get everyone on board, bro, and it worked.
But that story does work, though. That's it. But if
yeah,
you're
that's
a Liverpool fan, you love that story.
That's why there's
You
no
love
protest. That's why there's no people walking out on that, because they sold us that, so it works, bro. Like it's, you get me? Because there's nothing wrong with keeping. I hear it, the DNA of the club. Things do need to change. You can't be living in the past, but it should be a DNA, I guess, because it's football, isn't it? And it's probably quite important. And to be fair, the DNA of Liverpool is embedded in the city of Liverpool, and that's always been like that, and that's fine, bro. But time does change, and doing all this, he won us a league and that. Okay, but the DNA of Liverpool's just not to disrespect the guy, bro. It don't mean we can't get rid of him. Yeah, I mean, it's like we don't do the.
Do you know what's mental to me as well, right? This guy, if we sacked him tomorrow, right, he'd probably get like what, 10 million payout, 15 million payout, right? Do you think he sat on the couch crying his eyes out, thinking, "Oh, what am I gonna do, man? What am I gonna do?" This guy, I feel like I'm a good reader character, right? And I've never met Slot, so this is gonna sound ridiculous. I genuinely think that he's comfy right now, because he's like, I've won the league. If they sack me tomorrow, I get a payout. I can still do a manager career.
Bro,
where is he losing?
He doesn't. He's doing it.
Your leader, I'm telling you this now, in any business, your leader, the guy at the tip of the point that carries everyone through, cannot be the same guy that's like, I can just get out of this whenever. I'm not forced. No. He has to have drive, ambition. It needs to mean everything to him, right? To carry everybody else, to convince everybody else. This guy coasts around like, sack me tomorrow, I ain't bothered.
Because he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong.
Next day.
He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. That's what I gathered from him. I've listened to every interview. He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. That's why he's always got an excuse for fine margins and set pieces and that. And I've already done my. It's like I've done my job, and then man are letting me down. He doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And you're right. If he loses his job now and he goes back to the Netherlands, he's gonna be having a conversation with his brethren saying, "Bro, them English dons don't know how to play football, but they don't know what it's all about." You get me? I want them to league, that, bro. They've only run 2 in 30 years, and they want to get rid of me.
Yeah.
And then he'll go get an Ajax job and go win the league, and then his ego be even more inflated, bro. So you're right. That's always the thing for me. I'm reading the manager. I'm like, does he know where he's going wrong? Or can he accept that he's doing something wrong and he's trying to fix it? That's what I got with Klopp. When we had that struggling season, he literally said, bro, I don't know. I asked him, I was like, I don't know, because I'm trying everything. Tried everything until he got Trent in midfield and then worked something out. But he's humble enough to be like, I don't know, bro. This guy doesn't think he's doing anything. So that's fine margins. Brother, you're just explaining football to us. That's football. Football's been fine margins. You don't know.
Forever.
I don't know if you can call it in denial. It's past that
He's
point.
not, he's not in denial. Because to be in denial would mean that, like, yeah, he just.
I think he's. I don't
he
think
believes.
No,
He actually
I think
believes.
there's a lot of arrogance in my
Honestly, I
opinion.
disagree. I think he's well aware of what his performance is right now. But he don't care. I
don't think he
genuinely
thinks it's
think.
that bad.
I genuinely think he knows he's not doing a good job, and he wants to do a better job, and he wants to succeed at Liverpool. And I genuinely think that. But there's also that thing of, yeah, but the worst case scenario is just a payout, and then I just go back home and chill.
Yeah.
Like, and that, how can that be a motivation? Like, I guess all managers have got that right, but I just don't think. I think you need more than that. And that's why he's so chill. That's why he's so calm. That's his whole demeanor. He is an intelligent guy. Like, we can't deny that. So I ain't gonna then say he's stupid to think that he's doing a good job. I think he's well aware he's not doing a good job. I just don't think he's that bothered or bothered enough as a Liverpool manager should be. That's the point. A
You
Liverpool
gave him an
manager.
attitude, Gav. When you went 9-12, right? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say no one's. Yeah, I agree because I don't think no one's actually going, bro. You need to fix up. And I've just literally read the indie tweet, and he was like, Liverpool told us not to say nothing, but there's a conversation being had. And I'm like, well, if they told you not to say something, you've just said something. That doesn't even make sense to me. But I'm just like, bro, like no one, for me, I don't think there's no one telling him like, yo, bro, that's not good enough. Like properly. I feel like they're coming to him and asking questions. They're like, what do you think is going wrong with the team at the moment? Or is there anything that we can help? Or, I think it's that. I think they've just gone there to kind of just, where can we help you? Instead of going, bro, this is shocking. Fix it.
But the trick that, and don't get me wrong, I don't know who the person is in this club that does this right, but when you look at the squad and you look at the senior players not performing and leaving, and new players coming in that you've spent a lot of money on that are your future, right? You've got to send them a message. You've got to set the standard. You've got to let them know what being at Liverpool means, right? And if the manager isn't performing, right, you need to move that man. Someone at the club, higher than Slot, needs to move him on and say, sorry, we've got a model. We've invested in these players. That's not good enough. Move on, right? And you need to set that tone. But they're setting a tone of, we don't like you being bad, but we ain't going to do anything about it. Like, if I don't know how these players think, right? I can only go off what I would think, how I think in business, so how I would think in the same respect to football. If I'm a footballer and I'm good enough to go to Liverpool, I'm good enough to go anywhere, right? And I'm looking at the structure of these clubs and what they can offer me, and I'm looking at which ones are strongest. Not this, obviously the one that works for me and works for my personality and what I want to achieve, but which ones are strongest? So if you're going to sell me that, I need you to stick to that. So if you go Man City, right? They are a club that's been around a while, but they're new history, right? And the sale of Man City is you earn a lot of money. It's clean promotion, it's clean kit, right? And it's about creating new history surrounded by superstars. We're not of the level of Real Madrid, we're not Galacticos, but we're on the way, that sort of thing, right? That's a package sale of going there. If you go to United or Liverpool, you've got the heritage sale and being at a club that's been around a lot and all that kind of stuff. If you go Chelsea, it's like more recent sort of history, 2010 onwards, Abramovich and all that. But these clubs have cultures, and they have, because it's built on their histories. That's what you're selling the players, right? Why would they choose Liverpool over Man City? Why would they? Because clubs are geographically quite close, right? So it's about what the clubs can give them and what they get back, the stadiums they play in and stuff. That package that you sell these players, you've got to stick to. Like, you've got to stick to it. You've got to stick to that model. And Liverpool have created a model where they're self-sustainable, they're efficient, they've got structure in place, they invest in the players with a bonus scheme that then goes into their second contract where it makes its way into their wages. That's all set. But they're moving away from it. So now they look like they're weak. And lo and behold, it transcends onto the pitch. We've got players, yes, there's quality, but we're weak. We're weak in everything that we do, in our approach, in our structure, in our identity, in our fight, in the way we carry ourselves. We're weak. We get bullied. Like, any team can step to us. Like, we'll play Carabao in the week, right? There'll probably be a player that two-foots our player, and all of them players will gather around, and they'll be like, and our players will just be like, maybe one or two might back it, and that'll be it. Like, we're soft in every respect, and it trickles through. It stems. And the coffee was just the worst part of it all. I'm telling you,
It is, bro. It actually feels like
if you're gonna talk, we love to talk about football and the business side of it. Everyone thinks that business is just the money. It ain't. The money is the result of every structure you put in place and your identity and the things. And Liverpool has been so good for so long, but now they're moving away from their own identities, and it's having an effect. We should be an elite club. It should be stadium done, training ground done, new Hughes and Edwards in, structure, head coach done, right? No more building. This is it now. If you're the players that you're brought into, we've built all this club and I've brought you in to perform and I'm paying you thousands of pounds a week and I've paid 100 million to get you in, perform. This is the place. This is the best. This is the best place to be. Perform. This is the biggest stage. This is the biggest show of the year. Perform. And if you're not, get out. Because that's what we are now. But we're not sticking to that. Because we're basically saying, yeah, our manager can have a year of playing no good football and we just stick with him.
Yeah, because to them, like, he's fucked up, because obviously all the aim in the Premier League is to always win the Premier League, but it feels like the Prem is the worst thing that could have happened to us with him. Because now it's like it was almost like you was ahead of schedule, you won the league, and now you've gone backwards. So that's and obviously as a fan, you're like, no, now we've won the league, we're the champions, we need to go win the league again. He's out here talking on Sky Sports about this season's about adapting. What do you mean, bro? Like, that was your first season. You should have said adapting. What do you mean? Adapting what? You're the champions. It's too late. We're the Mighty Ducks, bro. We're not here to dominate. Yeah,
he said that he was going to win. Where does this adapt come from all of a sudden? Because after he won it, he was talking about winning again. Now all of a sudden,
about adapt, bro. We didn't tell you to buy all these players, bro. You lot just went out and brought all these players on your own back. It weren't based off what fans wanted. So don't tell us about adapt. That's what's expected of you, and if it doesn't happen, you want to play with, you want to be in these big teams and that, Bayern and Madrid and Barca and that. You gotta go. But you just saw what happened to Alonso, bro. Just go. How about Ancelotti? He won the treble and then he got kicked out the next season. They're done. He was on the parade bus with a cigar in his mouth, and then the next season, man are talking about Ancelotti's on bail, bro, for tax invasion, and he's got to go. What are you talking about, bro? But again, it's because you have to listen to the fan base, and that we're in one pocket of the fan base, but there's more than us. And when you listen to different sides and that, and the parts that are closer to the bro, it's all like on that Liverpool DNA. We don't do that. What do you mean we don't do that? What do you mean we ain't called for it before? You got rid of Hodgson, you got rid of Brendan Rodgers. What are you talking about? We do it. We didn't get rid of Klopp because he was good enough. Now this guy's not. I don't understand.
Well, we don't. I mean, I don't think. Me personally, I don't think that we have a say. You go 9-12, you should be gone. You should be gone. 9-12 means that's it. He now has an opportunity to say, well, oh yeah, I did. That was my bad spell. But look, I just went 13 unbeaten. And that's the problem. You allowed him to go 9-12 and say, well, all right, yeah, that's a little rocky. Now look, we've set underground. The bar is under the ground, so we dug it up and put it on top of the ground. Look, see? 13 unbeaten. There it is on top of the ground now. We dug it up.
It's a special thing.
We allowed that to happen.
Yeah, it's special to lower the standards so much that you can convince people that when the standards peak a little bit, that's the new standard. It's diabolical, bro. And
diabolical.
I can just see it, bro. Like, when man them are getting excited off a 1-2 blood, but nothing's come of it. When I'm watching Petrovic, you do realise that the game finished, I'm sure, that with 3 shots on target. And I don't know if you don't know which ones there were, because I know the free kick was on target, and then Sim Petrovic made 1 save. I don't know what the other one was. But man were trying to convince me in the chat that we was having a good game. I'm like,
I can tell you the first one was that Salah shot. The first one was the Salah shot, and then the commentator said that's Liverpool's first shot on target. I said,
okay, because the second half, it showed the graphic and it said that Liverpool had we had 80% percentage. It was well into the second half, and Bournemouth had 20%. But what I was saying to the chat was, but every time Bournemouth get the ball, they start bopping it around us, bro. So the 20% they do have the ball, they're very direct, and Alisson's making the save here and there. And for the 80% we've got the ball, it's side to side passing or a random long ball. I've seen Joey, random long ball, Verts, random long ball, Virgil, random long ball. I'm like, you lot look so confused. And then like
They're
we
scared,
go down.
Sav. They're
Yeah, and then we're
scared.
losing.
Keeping the ball is because you're too afraid to do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. Possession to me, right? Possession to me is like we're celebrating it.
Yes, bro.
Possession to me means you were too scared to either run with that ball, right, towards the goal you're trying to score in, or you were too scared to pass the ball to
play that through
somebody
pass.
in that area.
Inject
You
it,
kept
yeah,
hold of it because you bottled it. You've got no courage to go out there and try and do something. So possession should actually be, right, unless you're Man City of old or Barca of old, possession in this day and age should actually be, if you've got more of the ball, right, unless you can got other stats to back it up, right, possession should actually be a bad thing. I don't want the ball.
It's terrible.
I'm trying to score goals.
Cav, it's terrible. It doesn't work in any other sport. If you land all the punches in the fight and I knock you out, I won, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't tell me that you landed more jabs than me, bro. Because my haymaker, 2 of them, and you was done. I'll let you do it. That's what Bournemouth are doing. Yeah, but no one knows what the rope-a-dope in boxing is. I'm going to just cover up, and you're going to hit the glove. To the casuals, it sounds like you punched me hard. To the real fighters, are like, you didn't really do nothing to him. Bam, knockout, 7th round, I won. Man are like, yeah, but he wasn't really in the fight till a certain...
He was ahead on points. He was ahead on points.
When we got all of the ball and Bournemouth look comfortable, are you trying to tell me that Bournemouth don't know what they're doing? They know what they're doing. Because every time they got it, but 1-2, we're in.
Just like Leeds look comfortable.
Trying to
and Burnley look comfortable. And Sunderland look comfortable. And Fulham look comfortable.
People telling, you know what, you keep having this, people keep going, Liverpool dominant in this game. All the games we've been shit, everyone keeps going Liverpool dominant. What does that mean, bro? Because if you're just going to tell me that all our stats was higher than the other team, but the one stat that counts wasn't, then what? These teams that got promoted, their game plan is to not lose to Liverpool, and they're leaving with a point or winning, so they won. It's always been like that. That's why commentators always sound biased towards the lesser team when we draw with them, and their lesser team gets the man of the match because we're not supposed to beat them. That's why. It's dark in what's going on, bro. And because Slot comes from the school of he loves Pep Guardiola and he loves the PSG way and all that. Those teams, PSG keeps the ball with intent to do something with it, bro. It's not pointless side to side, and you're not trying to break the team. Now, when City used to do that to the neutral, after it's a bit boring because like, oh my god, City's going to win this game and they're going to wear this team down. We're not trying to. We look like we're passing the ball because we don't know what to do next. So it's like, I'll get the ball. I don't know what to do next. I'm going to give you the ball. You give it me back. I'm going to attempt to run, and then I'm going to stop in the final third and turn around. Because I watched Curtis run towards the goal. He ended up actually doing a good pass. But I was like, Curtis, have a shot. Watch Verts run towards the goal, edge of the box. No one could. Have a shot. Nothing.
Please.
I've did the same thing. Have a shot. Nothing. Sobo, same thing. No. I'm like, bro, are you not all right? Are you not programmed to do tiki-taka, Jack Wilshere type passes and that? But we never score from them anyway, so why are you still doing something that doesn't work? But then this geezer wants to say, oh, we're PSG. And we're not PSG, bro. We're not. When Klopp was our manager, when Klopp was our manager, and it's not about him, but when he was our manager, we still had more possession than most teams in the league. But we wasn't trying to. It's just that we're better than them. But Klopp's thing was, I wanted to get from A to B as quick as I can and score a goal, bro. I'm not trying to waste any time, bro. I'm trying to be efficient. So we might leave the pitch with 30 shots on target. We're just going after it. That's it. This geezer's trying. We're going to be possession based. Okay, what does that mean? We're going to keep the ball. Okay, but in football, the aim's not to keep the ball. It's to put it in the fucking net, bro. So I don't know. So now I'll show it to. Now everyone wants to diss our strikers. But then go and look at. Everyone keeps dissing our strikers. And to be fair, sometimes the rubbish in front of goal. Go and see how many chances they have to score.
Like how many touches we have in the box.
Yeah. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's why I think me and Scraps were talking earlier because he was saying, I don't care what you say, Gakpo's shit. But my point was, we were like 10 minutes into the game or something, and he hadn't done anything wrong yet. Innit? So I'm like, I'm not starting the game just to diss him straight away. Any of them, let me see what happens in the game first, and then he fucking fell over himself. But it's not the point. You get me? Because before that, I'm like, even if at that point you said, Gakpo's been shit, how? Because you ain't even give him the ball yet. So how? That's what I was asking the question. If Ekatike is up front or Isak's up front, you're not giving the ball yet. Of course, at some point you gotta go. I'm gonna try and drop deep and get the ball, but you ain't given the ball yet. So people are Haaland's not scored outfield goal for a minute. Yeah, but watch the games. They're not getting the ball to him. So it's dark, man. We're in a really bad place, man. And every time we get a victory, everyone's next day we've turned the corner, bro. What corner,
Over the
bro?
top. Yeah.
We just it's not. It's always going to lead back to the same spot, bro. That's why
We're just spinning it. We're just spinning.
That's
in
why
a
when
circle. That's
people
the
said they
problem.
took the Marseille game in isolation, like literally, if you're just being, which at one point we all were, just a fan, just enjoyed it for being a fan.
Enjoy the moment.
I hear it,
Enjoy
bro.
the moment.
It's 3-0 away in the Champions League, bro, and Champions League special. But when you're gonna don't try and jump on and have a conversation, and you're gonna do the tactical thing and all that, and it's like, but what? We're supposed to beat just because I predicted that we were gonna lose. We're still supposed to beat them, though. It's Marseille. It's not Marseille with Drogba in that.
That's why you got to enjoy the wins, though. Stuff. That's what I said. Is that, like, you got to just take those wins and be happy with them, because these are moments when you didn't even enjoy that game, and now we're in this game.
Yeah, but the first 5 games in the season, we won all the games. You didn't enjoy any of them.
No, but I'm saying I weren't in the mood of like, this team is dead. I was just like, I just didn't like it. But
Yeah, but
because
that's
I'm
a
in
lot.
that, I don't
That's a lot
like
for me
it.
to change my psyche that quick that I'm supposed to accept. Like, I know what you
No,
mean.
it's not
because-
like, yeah,
No, I
it's
know
not
what you
accepting
mean.
it. It's just,
I know what you mean, but if I can't enjoy something if I don't enjoy it, like I literally, like it wasn't me trying to be, I'm gonna be savage and I'm gonna be different. I'm literally in a watch along and I'm live, and everyone could go see me replay. Like if I came at the end of that game and said, "Oh, I was really happy with that, I loved it," man would have just called me a liar. They just watched me for 90 minutes doing karaoke and talking about movies, bro. There wasn't interest. It was boring to me. And I was watching basic stuff, and like there was some people there was some good performances. I thought Kirkers was good. You know what I mean? But when I hear man saying that Sabazal I put on the clinic and that, he was rubbish.
No.
He was rubbish the whole first half, and then he scored a free kick, and then he was half decent the
Yeah,
second
his
half.
passing is really poor. Yeah, I agree,
And for me, I'm like, for you to have a whole bad first half, yeah, whatever you do in the second half needs to be really good for it to be a good game. Like, I can't just change my mind all of a sudden, and you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. So I was just like, I don't understand. But again, I didn't moan at anyone for that's the honestly, bro. Honestly, we're all Liverpool fans. Seriously, enjoy if you can enjoy it, bro. But I can't lie to myself. So that's why the people who did enjoy it, I'm like, okay, I just want to know why. Because to me, it looked exactly the same as the Burnley game, just a little bit more control, and Marseille wasn't very good. And when Marseille tried to play very good for 20 minutes, we looked like we were struggling, bro. I don't know what De Zerbi told them. It's like he told them to be cautious in the first half. Then he said, fuck that, they're not that good. They went at us for 20 minutes, and then their legs got tired, and then we just took over the game. So if man tell me for the last 30 minutes of the game, including added on time, Liverpool were the better team when we were good, I agree. The game's 90 minutes. And for 60 of it, it sucked. And at the
that's
end
what I
of the
told
day,
you. I already got. Yeah, I already got the
at the end of day,
45 minutes. That's
not
what I was
really one of
glad.
these- Exactly. At the end of the day, I'm not one of these dissing players over their money and that. It's there. But I'm just like, you're not. It's your job in that, but you're not allowed to come out and just not try, bro. Like that we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You need to come out and show something. Please try. And if you try and lose, you lose. I'm not unreasonable. Football teams lose, innit? But it's diabolical, man. These that don't want to fight for nothing, they give up on this. They look like they've given up on the season. And as I said, there's still an FA Cup and Champions League to go for, and obviously your Champions League spot. I don't celebrate that. But okay, go get the Champions League spot by winning the Champions League. But they don't look like they care. And man, them have already brought their tickets already. And Cav's got a season ticket. And my son's going over there and traveling on a train. And these people are spending their money just to watch.
Dusty, I told you I'm not going. I got 2 seats every single game. I ain't going. I refuse to drive 4 hours to Liverpool, right, and 4 hours back to sit and watch this. I don't care, win, lose or draw. I'm not sitting through this dead ass football. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
You know why
Why should
championship
I?
teams? You know why championship?
I got jump, man. Cap, Saf. Ain't
The reason
big
why
up.
them teams. Big up, man.
Give me the chat. Yeah. Love everything.
Yeah. The reason why the championship teams, I've always fought it, and I was like, how do these teams, like their fans, support these teams, bro? Not because there's anything wrong with them, but you're in the championship, but like it's not very good. You're losing a lot of games, bro. When them teams turn up, bro, they're battling them. The fans just appreciate it that they're trying. Like they appreciate it. That's the reason why Man City refunded all the tickets the other day, because they're like, you didn't even try. You lost the Bodo Glint, bro. But like, if you can see that and appreciate it, we're all aware that there's hierarchies in football. There's better players and lesser players. Some people getting paid more money. Some people getting paid less. Facilities and stuff. So they appreciate the Barnsley looked mad to you when they lost to Liverpool. They tried. They tried, man. By the end of the game, 4-1 looked like it flattered us, to be honest. It really did. But they tried, bro, and their fans were happy when the guys scored. It was still celebrating like he just won the Champions League because they tried. But if you've got everything in the world going your way, and then you watch your team not try and not put in hard work, and the gaffer's not putting in hard work, and then I'm like, nah, this can't be right, bro. Like, and then I'm watching people talking about, oh yeah, people who have Amazon sticks and that, they want them to stop because of no, not happening. I'm not paying. You must be crazy, bro. You must be crazy if you think I'm paying all that for this. For you got to tell me that you just got 702 million, you're the top of the revenue charts and that, but ticket prices are still the same or more. People are finding it hard to get tickets and that. And then when they do, people are going to third parties to buying £200 tickets for a shit seat to watch that. There was Liverpool fans there. They tried. Bournemouth's not close. Bournemouth's close. It's closer to France than it is.
That's a horrible trip.
Man's all gone down south in the wind. You start, bro. Start, man.
And then the sad thing is as well. Sad thing is just sorry.
Go on, and I'll run through these things.
When you look at that game leading up to the 2-0, I actually thought to myself, with the way that we were passing and how simple we were just, I'm not going to say carving through Bournemouth, but we were getting into areas where we could score goals, right?
Yeah.
The game was easy. Like, I'm looking at this Bournemouth side going, there's no Semenyo here. Like, they've got good players, I guess, because they're in the Prem, but they ain't a good team. Like, they're not a good team, and they've got players, yes, that are working hard and stuff, but we gave them something to work hard for. Because before they went 2 goals up, this looked like we were playing the Championship side. And it was, and I thought that so many times this season where Liverpool, I'm like, the game starts and I'm thinking, Liverpool ain't going to win because history's telling me Liverpool are crap at the minute, right? So I can't really think. But then I'm watching the game thinking, but they're so bad though. They're so bad. They're not even good. If they're a team that turned up where you're like, okay, they know they've got a tough day today, so their backs are against the wall. They're going to go long. They put loads of effort in, and they're going to try, right? But they ain't really all that, these teams, and they still find a way of being better than us. And I'm just like, I could not believe we found ourselves 2-0 down today against this Bournemouth side. I was like, how? Because they're not doing a low block. They're not fully pressing. They're not backing up the press. They've come out here with a halfway house sort of tactic. I don't really know what they're trying to do. We're just keeping the ball, and that's managing to sort of get through them. Surely we win this game because they've got no particular player that I feel like is a threat to us. They've not completely gone in on the low block. They're not completely gone in and pressing high. They're not particularly aggressive. I'm thinking this. It's not talking about Bournemouth was an intense game. I don't think it was at all.
It wasn't.
I don't think it was at all. But what Liverpool do is they see a team and they go, okay, we see that effort. We're just going to go a bit lower. We see that quality. We're just going to go a bit lower. And then we find ourselves tuning it down. I'm thinking, I cannot hear this manager come out and speak about, oh, the other team are good. The other team had a low block. The other team were intense. The other team put the ball in the air for too long. They were time wasting and all this stuff. Oh, it's fine margins. Nah, ain't. I watched the game. They ain't very good. The trouble is, we're just worse.
They won in 13 of they until now.
There you go.
15.
Like, we're losing to bad teams. It was all right on the clock when we come up against Burnley, and they genuinely did put 12 people.
Ben Me and that, bro.
But it was ridiculous. Come up against Everton, they genuinely put 12 people in the box, and I'm counting a 12th man because fuck it, they managed to look for space somewhere, right? Yeah. They genuinely, it was a low block. These teams that we keep saying doing low, they ain't doing low blocks.
They're not, bro.
There's space. We just do not use it. We don't even try and get into that space. We're not even clever enough. We've got no tactics. We've got no link up. We've got no chemistry, dynamism, nothing to actually exploit the space. I was looking at that game today before we went up. We went 2-0 down. I was thinking, there's acres of space in this team.
The moment he took off Frimpong, I knew, bro, as well.
And that you can tell that was a thingy in it, which is horrible, bro. Because having pre-planned subs here is fine, but you still have to do in-game management. So if you got pre-planned subs and then you're winning 3-0, perfect, take them off. You have pre-planned subs and you're losing. think I'm
I
gonna keep
think
him on.
you stay on. Yeah, I think you stay on,
I'm
man.
gonna keep you on, bro. And it's really bad.
He's been doing that though, Sam. He's been doing that, hasn't it?
No,
I
it's
think
bad.
it was
It's
like
really
I
bad.
think it was like the Fulham game as well. Leading up to that, he like took players off. But Fulham, I was like, hold on a minute. Fulham made a cup final.
It's
Like
really
the 3
bad
points we
coaching.
get today are the same 3 points we can get against Fulham. So like,
And not only that, we're looking at it and going, you know that we know Liverpool's schedule in it. The next game's Karabag, and we're already.
no, Sam, that didn't even occur.
Just
to
need
me,
a point. Yeah, we
So I'm
just
like,
need a point.
yeah. So I'm watching it like,
Oh,
so what? You resting man for Karabag, blood? Like what? Like, you know, like resting players.
We're in the mall.
Resting players for an up and coming game and that is a luxury afforded to teams. It's a luxury afforded to teams that are doing well. So, for example, Arteta can rest. He did it. He rested Rice and all these guys in one of the games. It's a luxury afforded to a team that's playing well. Because if I get it wrong, I'm already far ahead. It is what it is. When you're bad, you've got to go game by game. And Bournemouth's the most important game in your life. And then Karabag's the most important game in your life. You can't do the looking ahead thing going, well, we got City in 2 weeks, so we got to rest, man. Because it doesn't mean playing, you know, like playing City, playing Newcastle, and playing Karabag now is all the same thing. It doesn't mean anything, especially in the Premier League. It's like, oh, City's just 3 points now. You're not City when we're trying to go.
We ain't beating City.
Yeah, it's not like when we're with Klopp, we're
beat
trying to go for the title. Playing City is life or death almost, bro, because that's the only game we need to win. Because we're going head to head, and one's on 97 points and one's on 98. So beating City is everything to us. You remember when a draw after like winning 10 was devastating to us. Like we felt like we lost, like we've been kicked in the throat. And now with this geezer, he started the season not drawing at all. Now all he can do is draw, and he's gone back to losses again. And now the losses and draws are that bad that we can't even. It's hard to be angry now. Cavs laugh. Like Cav said, Cav was laughing. Chang was literally next to me playing WWE 2K for the whole game. The whole game, just looking up every now and again. They scored again. He laughed and walked off. He said to me, he said, "Lo, I was so happy because obviously he's trying to get into Liverpool uni," and he's like, "They've just said I can." And I was like, "Oh, it's Gasco. I'm going to live up there, and then I can go to all the Liverpool games." He said, "I don't want to go now." It's bad, man.
Big up Donovan, man. Just consistently getting outrun in the Premier League. Coincidence?
Yeah, bro. The one thing I do want to know, and I'm probably going to do a video on it because I've been lazy with trying to do something, but I really need to. Why do you think that there's been so many like games where I've been 2-2 and they've ended 3-2 or withdrawn or someone scored it, or it's been 2-1 and someone scored in it? I went through the thing earlier, but I want to go properly. And there's more than 5 games where in the 90+ minutes they've all scored, bro. What is that? Because it's not ability. Your mentality must be in the mud.
It's the mentality, bro.
Who decides
big
to be
up,
winning? Imagine looking at the clock and going, in 20 seconds the game's won, and everyone just decides to switch off. Like, it's weird, bro.
Our team, innit? That's where you need your leaders, bro. Big up to Isis, big up. I don't want to be right, but I've had a feeling that the Marseille game was a fluke. Torment continues. Big up to Nick says big up. Big fan of Liverpool from the States. Love the show. We're fucking soft, man. This is the Premier League. No fight. Yeah. It says our owners don't care until it starts hurting their pockets. I've mentioned that already. And you're right. Right now, it's not hurting their pockets, so they can continue to milk us. Milk us is crazy.
Me and them spoke about that, and then the day after they brought out how much money we've earned. At that point, I was just like, yeah, let's just forget it, bro. He's gonna be the gaffer, and it like it is what it is. It's dark, man. But yeah, that mentality is it's
dark,
scary, man. It's scary. Like I'm not used to teams doing that where they just keep Mbappe with the Penenka blood. Yeah,
I allow it.
Sorry.
Question from one of these is Enzo in the banda in the chat. Now I'm in the conservatory, bro. I'm just chilling, but yeah, I'm not home at the moment. He says Man U sacked Van Gaal 2 days after he won the FA Cup. Matteo won the Champions League with Chelsea, and then he was gone. So why can't we do the same?
I think he loses. Who was it? Was it Gus Hiddink or one of them? Man, he lost his job in the tunnel, bro.
Imagine getting stuck in the tunnel, bro.
For Chelsea, bro, he just won a cup and that. He lost his job in the tunnel, bro. Like, I'm not. And we're not asking for Liverpool to even be ruthless like that. Like I said, I'm happy for them to just lie on Sky Sports and say they came to a mutual agreement, and Slut said he wants a new ventures at the end of the season. Even if we know it's a lie, we would all go, yeah, that's classy by Liverpool, and that's what we do. But I'm not asking you to like pitchforks and flames and throw some rotten tomatoes at him. Would be funny, but yeah, man, I'm not asking for that. Just let him go, man, because it's not good for us, bro. And the thing is, we know how football works. This geezer might end up being good for somebody else. He really might. But at this club, you're not it for us, bro. And that's
He will be.
Yeah, again, because it happens with footballers. I'm not going to be. There's loads of footballers that I haven't liked, and they go to another club. I'm like, rah. Like, where did this come from? Or he goes to another club, and you realize, maybe this is just your level, and that's the reason why. But it's all good, man. Like, no one's going to be able to take the Premier League title off him ever. So well done for that. You're in the history books. But yeah, man, Liverpool fans ain't enjoying their club. They're not enjoying watching their club anymore, which is that's a sad sight considering was at a parade not long ago. It's very sad, bro.
Yeah, I think I think that they'll. Even if we get top 4, I don't think he'll stay though. I do think I think they'll move him on in the summer, regardless of what happens. Because I think they'll recognise that yes, we won the league last season, and that had a big impact on that sort of financial situation. But I think that they'll evaluate what's gone on this season, and if we know, and the general consensus from Liverpool fans is that there's no belief that this guy can really change it, then surely they've got to know that, and they can't really then afford for the club to, after all this investment, to not be back competing again or back in, we not even to the degree like if we win in the Champions League, I mean only one team wins it, right? But Liverpool really need to be getting to quarters, semi-finals, finals, right? We need to be competing for the Premier League, right? And finishing it high up in the spot so that we're on most weekends and stuff. Albeit we are kind of most of the time anyway. But even like the cups, like you need to get to like cup finals and stuff because all of that TV revenue and stuff as well. Like, and so they've got to be thinking about that and thinking, well, if Slot isn't improving, that's not to say he's going backwards, but football's going to get better, and everyone else is going to get better, or at least you've got to assume so.
Yeah, assume
right?
so.
So then if we keep him for next season, we don't compete for the league, we've no chance of getting to the latter rounds of all the cup competitions. That will have an impact on the financial. And if Liverpool fans are going to start booing even more, like I can't see a world in which.
Can you tell though if we're like, are we the loud minority or we're the loud majority? Because we don't know. I just don't know. Innit? Like I'm not every Liverpool fan. There's supposed to be like 500 million Liverpool fans worldwide, and there was some booing the other day. But obviously, even the booing wasn't most of the stadium. There's a whole other side of, even if we just go off people doing content, well, there's half of us on some like bun slot completely. There's the middle ground where it's like, well, if he does this, and then there's the other side where they're just like, no, the manager's having a bad season, and you know what I mean? And obviously I'm not tapped into them, but so obviously I'm in a bubble sometimes. So it's easy for me to think that everyone wants Slot gone because my algorithm says everyone wants Slot gone. But there's a point when I was on my own, and I don't know.
I think there's a lot of fans. There's a lot of fans that feel like they're.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of fans that have felt like that's not the way we do things. And I think there's a lot of fans that are looking across the road at United thinking we don't want to be that. So let's just hold on to our manager, even if it's shit, so that we're different to that. And I think there's a lot of that. And then I think there's a lot of people that they are too afraid to say Slot out and sack him and he's not good enough because they're too afraid to. But also there's a lot of people that are probably afraid to put their, sit on one side of the fence and then be proved wrong. Because with the quality you've got in this squad, right? If Liverpool go on to win the Champions League season, let's say, right? Let's say they win a Champions League. Let's say they win an FA Cup. Come the end of the season, if you're a Slot outer, right, then there is an argument back against you to say, well, yeah, he still won that cup though last year, and we still got top 4. So, and there's that argument back that people are afraid to have. Whereas I know what us three are like. We're just like, yeah, no, forget all of that. The football we're watching and we don't like it, so that's why we want him out. Like, because winning a cup competition can come down to how you play on the day, really, in the final and stuff. Winning a Premier League, you've got to be pretty consistent. You've got to get a lot right. You got to get a bit fortunate with injuries and stuff. We get all of that, but everything stems back to just play good football. If you play good football, whatever your style is, you'll achieve stuff. And that's the core of it all. That's the root of it all. And that's why I hate all these fucking phrases and buzzwords like finding consistency and
same,
just
man.
trying to get football. It's rubbish. Just
I asked
play
in
better.
the stream just, man. I think I did like 23 Prem games now, 7 Champions League games, and then 1 FA Cup game and 1 League Cup game or something. So we played about 32 games. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, try and find 5 good performances that you enjoyed, bro. Which are going to leave you with about 28 games that was terrible in some way. That can't be a thing, man. But you're right. And the thing is, I don't understand that, because I happily don't want this guy here every day. I'm like, I don't want him here. If he goes and wins the Champions League and then someone says, are you wrong? But I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, big up to him, and he won the Champions League. I still don't want him here, bro. I can separate the two things on that, because at the end of the day, me being wrong is a good thing. Me being wrong saying that he's shit is a good thing if he goes and wins stuff. But I don't understand. Like, it's weird if we have a striker that can't score goals and everyone's dissing him or something like that and start goal scoring next season. Good. If I get to be a happy Liverpool fan and you lot just diss me, let's have a bit of a laugh about it. But you are right. People are married to their opinions about football for some reason. When I don't know why you're married to an opinion when you have no say in what they do. Why would I be married to like this footballer doing whatever when I can't tell? I don't know how he's sleeping. I don't know what he's doing in his personal life. I don't know if he decided to play good today or not. So if I'm wrong, I'm like, okay, I was wrong. I'm not in control of it. Whatever.
Yeah. But one thing you do know though is when you see people working hard, you know they're the ones that are most likely to succeed.
Exactly, and everyone respects hard work.
Exactly, and if you're watching this football team and they miss out in finals, they miss out on the league, but they play good football, and you can get behind it and you can believe in it, then you're more convinced that then it's going to become successful. Like, watching this football.
You're just explaining what happened when we had Klopp, bro. We didn't win everything.
Exactly, but then you watch this football here, and it's just like people are saying, "Oh, we might still win the Champions League." I'm telling you right now, this team ain't winning the Champions League. I tell you right now, Liverpool ending the season with no trophies at all, and I don't care what you say. Oh, we set up for Europe. Our slow possession is better in Europe. Oh, we're good at European away days and this and that. I don't care what you say. There are teams that play better football than us. They're more likely. That surely the logic is that a team that plays better football is more likely to win the football game. That we ain't winning anything this season.
I don't want to play against Barcelona, bro.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Nah, do you know why? Because I know we'll get space, but we'll get drawn into that false sense of security, and they'll just pack us, bro. I don't want that. Because we'll be like, oh, they've got a high line. They got a high line. Okay.
Yeah. There is that finger though with Slot though, and it's so arrogant though that I know it sounds fucked up, but Barcelona is the game where you probably get a better performance from him, bro. I told you once he has respect for how the other team plays, he'll try and do his tactics and that, because he doesn't respect teams that don't play how he wants them to play. To him, the low block, which is not even happening all the time, people just being defensive and long balls and set pieces is anti-football to him. And it's like, he keeps telling us basically, if this team plays how I want them to play, we'll beat them. And we're like, who do you think you are, bro? You're the Liverpool manager, bro. These teams, if they get relegated, people lose jobs. Livelihoods are changed, bro. If Liverpool don't win the league, you man are still cool, bro. So I don't know where you think you have this monopoly and right to say to man, that's the trade-off. Our players get paid the big money. You get paid the big money. We have the best facilities, the best training ground, best Adidas kit. And the trade-off is the teams you play against are going to just defend against you because they're scared and they don't want to get picked apart. Who do you think you are, bro? So when he comes against Barcelona, he likes Barcelona. So he'll set up properly. All of a sudden, you'll see him doing the...
No, you're right.
You get me? Play against PSG. Okay, the first one, he got bopped off the park, bruv. See what he done in the second one? He tried... I'm going to set up properly, bruv. And all of a sudden, the man need Donnarumma to play superhero like Alisson was in the first game. The other Man City game the previous season, I'm going to set up properly against Man City. I rate Guardiola. All of a sudden, we got no striker and Szoboszlai and Curtis in two tens, bro. I respect Real Madrid. Safe. Watch on my man to sit back, and this is going to happen. I'm going to catch you on the counter. Bruv, when he respects you, that's it. When he doesn't, you're Nottingham. And you heard him disrespect Nottingham when he came in the league. That's what happens, and now you can't beat them. You can't beat Nottingham. You can't beat Palace. You can't beat Leeds because you don't respect them. That's what it is.
What a bad attitude, man.
Terrible attitude.
Big up to Understood to keep up the good work, man. Them bless up. Bless
Yeah,
up
man.
people. Love for the
Yeah,
support, man.
It's dark, man.
What's
It's
the
like people
difference
who said they don't
between
want to train for fights, isn't it?
what's the difference between Slot and Ten Hag?
You want to know what?
Slot won the Premier League.
Apart from the Premier League talk, the reason why there's not much of a difference because I won't rewrite history. Before Ten Hag got to Man U, his football was cold, bro. And I wasn't watching Feyenoord like that. But when you go back watch the highlights of Slot's Feyenoord team, they were bopping the ball around as well. So there's not much difference. They're both Dutch. They both come from the same league. They're both bopping. You saw that, bro. Obviously, Ten Hag lost in the Champions League semi-final, and Spurs beat them in the last minute and that. But you saw what they were doing on the way to get there and that. They're bopping it, just bopping everyone. Dusan Tadic and that, bro. They were killing everyone. And then they come to the Prem, and then the arrogance caught them out, bro. Don't want to change their ways. That Ten Hag was talking about Harry Potter at some point in one of the press conferences. It's dark, bro. Dark, man.
But that's what's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I admire people that stick to their guns, right, and they remain themselves. But like Slot coming into Liverpool, like Slot, yeah, you've got your style and you don't want to change, and you want to make your way of playing and your personality be successful here. But the club's so much bigger than you, and you're never going to win that battle. So you've got to compromise a little bit. You know, you might not have that personality, that charisma and stuff. Well, you better find a little bit, because that's what that's what being a successful Liverpool manager requires, really. You know,
I don't know the scale of like Liverpool. I know it sounds like I'm talking shit, but like,
I think they're arrogant enough to think they can come in and just do it as themselves.
The reason why I say that, because if you hear like when Slot won the league and all that, like, oh, the parade and the celebration, but you've never seen anything like it. His response is never the exciting type of response. It's always, you're forgetting that I won the league at Feyenoord, and like he kept saying stuff like that. Have you ever had this? It's one of the best games. Well, we did have many good games at Feyenoord, and bruv, you can love Feyenoord. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But objectively speaking, not subjectively, the difference between Feyenoord and Liverpool is massively. You know what I mean? I hear Ten Hag with Man U. I hear it because Ajax have got Champions Leagues and that, and Cruyff and all that. But I'm sorry, Ajax. It's Manchester United. So when Ten Hag's saying, no, Ajax, I did this, Man U fans are like, "Bro, you fucking, we had Ferguson. Are you talking about?" Bro, what? And that's
it's crazy though, isn't it, Saf? Because the biggest things that both Liverpool and United have, the biggest thing that they have above everybody else is support. Yep. International support, and in their stadiums. And by being that arrogant, you basically just put in a divide between yourself and those fans. Like, just shut your mouth. Even if you don't think it, just go along with it saying, yeah, parade was crazy, never experienced anything like it. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so good. Do all of that, and the fans will sort of buy into you a little bit more. And then guess what? The crowd, when you at Anfield, it's just that bit louder. It's just that bit more in support. It's just that bit more behind. But you can tell that the crowd at Anfield, right? They sit there, they watch a game, it's quiet, they're waiting for the players to give them something. It doesn't come. And then they don't feel connected to the team. They certainly don't feel connected to the manager. So they're like, why am I going to stand up in my seat surrounded by thousands of people and be the one that shouts? Nah, it's got to be a movement. It's got to be the whole people. The people have got to feel it to rise together, right? And Slot don't give you that, because you just kind of think, well, you're out for yourself a little bit here. And we don't like that. You work for Liverpool Football Club. You're employed by Liverpool Football Club. I don't like to see comments where it's self-preservation. Put us first, because we all know that. I said it earlier. We all know worst case scenarios, you get a payout and you move on. We all know you're not suffering, right? Yeah, you don't like the results, and yeah, of course you're not liking the fact that you're not doing as well as you want, and you want to show that you're one of the best managers in the world, and you're not right now. We get that you're probably hurt in that respect, but you need to come out and just be like, showing that you're upset, showing that you're one of us, showing that you're part of the way forward, instead of self-preservation and defending yourself. Because that's only going to put a bigger wedge between you and the fans. And it's the fans you need to get you out of this mess a little bit, to be honest with you. Because if you had Anfield on side during this period, where it's raucous and it's like Champions League nights and we're shit, but fuck it, it's Champions League and it's night time, fuck it, let's have a good time, whatnot. You get that, suddenly the team starts playing better They're motivated in a different respect. They're not motivated by the manager, but they're motivated by the fans. The trouble you got is you've got a cold-ass manager and you've got a cold, boring Anfield as well.
Doesn't look like Hingy either, does it? It doesn't look like there's any togetherness with him and the players, man. Like, when we were going through these hard times and players are scoring last-minute winners or we're trying to scrape wins to get back on track, I'm not saying it has to happen, but do you see any player, like, score a goal and run over to Slot? You know them kind of symbolism, like, come on, the guy, we're in it together. It just looks like you're our boss and we're over here, and we have that in regular work. And there's some jobs where the manager talks to people.
It's you and us, yeah.
And there's some where it's like, yeah, I'm not eating in the same canteen as you, bro. I'm eating over here, and you lot just stay over there and do your job and go home, bro. Like, don't talk to me. And it does feel like that. It feels like it's like that with the fans. It doesn't even look like he does always clap the fans, and that. It doesn't look like he wants to. You know what I mean? But and it's hard. Obviously, it's always hard to not compare him to Klopp because he's the last manager. I don't want him to be like Klopp. But there's the attachments there, isn't it? Like these men were waiting. These men were waiting for hugs off Klopp. The fans are waiting for Klopp to do the fist pumps to the crowd. You know what I mean? If it's low and Anfield's quiet, they're waiting for Klopp to turn around. Like, yo, where's the noise? Like, what's going on? Ref decisions, Klopp's losing it with man. Celebrations, Klopp's running on the pitch damn near. And so when Richard Hughes sat there in that first press conference and said, "Oh, we done our scouting and we looked for something similar to Klopp," and he was, you're not lying. But I don't think you looked at the numbers and you didn't look at the personality, bro. That's what you did.
He's the total opposite of Klopp.
Total opposite. And on paper, when you only look at the numbers, it's like looking at two players that they're very similar in that, and then you realize that one of their attitudes stinks, bro, and one of them's no good for the dressing room, and one's a nice guy. And they're not the same, bro, because it doesn't matter how good this guy is. The other players ain't gonna like him, bro.
But I'm not saying that he needs to be like Klopp. But what you've got to do is recognise that you're the man stepping in after. So you've got to have a little bit of appreciation towards what the fans are going to want. Even if you're let's say Pep Guardiola wasn't at Man City and he stepped in after Klopp. Even the great Pep Guardiola would have a thought like, I'm me and I'm a different personality to Klopp. But that's what they really like. So how can I meet in the middle? How can I still be me while still giving them something? And from the off with Slot, we never got it. We just accepted it because we were on our way to winning the league. We just shoved it all under the carpet. We never I remember when we won our first game, right? Because when we won under Klopp, go over to the fans, he'd do his 3 fist pumps, right? And he'll smash the chest. And when I was thinking, let's see what Slot does when he goes over to the fans. He just did a wave and kept it moving. I thought, Jesus, you were never going to do the Klopp fist pump thing, right? But do something.
Do something.
Give us something to think, that's a Slot thing. He just literally waved, kept it moving. And he's done, and that's been his approach with everything. I do my job, I keep it moving. And it's basically saying, I don't care about you fans. I don't care what you think. I'm here to do a job. So that's fine. Yeah. Do your job then.
And if you only want to do your job, then, you know, them kind of managers, they have to be mad efficient, bro. Like, you have to be, if you're not going to be connected to the fans and that, you're just going to have to be cold at all times, bro. Because even Mourinho, when he's on Mourinho's still got connection with the fans. It's just that his thing is, I'm taking this team and us as a team are going to war against everybody else, bro. That's it. But I'm connected to the fans. If he wants to do that cold thing and that, safe, just go and win everything then, constantly.
Yeah. Big up to honesty. Is his Slot clueless, or is he just he's got a massive ego?
Probably a bit of both. Tell you from every fucking Sky Sports Sky Sports interview he's doing every other day that it's an ego. Because Sav, you said it. Why is this guy constantly? How can a manager be so poor and be doing so many interviews? I've never seen anything like it.
Remember not the whole fan base, because I was all right. Remember how much of the fan base lost their mind because Pep Linders wrote a book, bro? Which clearly he didn't write a book every single day. And this guy's in interviews every single week, bro. Like, our Sky Sports must love him. Like, more content Slot. Set up, just keep.
I think that's why he's not. That's why he's not doing the tunnel thing, innit? I think that's why he's not doing it.
Bro, that
the tunnel interviews.
The tripod and ring light stays up, bro. They don't pack it away. It's like, we same time next week. Yeah, bro. No problem. What we want to talk about next week? My margin set pieces, you know the drill.
So, they're in the office saying, "Yo, it's him again." Like, has anyone got a schedule?
Guys, I'm gonna wrap it up now. Pause, man.
Get you out of the greenhouse and that, bruv.
Yeah, I need to go inside now. Well, I'm inside, but I'm at...
There's photosynthesis going on in that greenhouse, bruv. You out there.
What did you do wrong, Enz? Why are you in timeout?
Nah, because if I show you, there's loads of plants in here as well, but I can't actually see it.
I told you, bro. He's
mad.
in a crop. He's sitting in a crop. He's filming from a crop, blood. There's-
Yeah, he's putting his feet in the grass live on street.
Yeah, bro.
That's
This
great.
is what happens when Top Boy meets Sky Sports, bro. Film content from a crop, blood. Sully and the Shane and that, with Roy Keane in a crop, blood. This is a...
Let me live, man. Allow it, bro. Let me live, man. Allow me, bro. Ah, man, we lose, man. It is what it is. I don't even know. You guys got any content tomorrow, Sab, at all?
What? Day? Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday tomorrow. I'm at football early and then.
Yeah, I only rest.
And
I'll
then I'm
do a
back.
review. I do a resting review of the thingy tonight, and then yeah. That's
What time
about
is it on tonight?
1 o'clock. So I'm not doing a live stream. I never do
If
live.
I'm gonna be up, I don't know. I'll be up for that.
Yeah, got that in
Look
UFC.
at this old man. Look, he's like, I can tell he's flagging. Look at him. He's tired.
You know what? Because I'm not in my setup, man. Because if I'm in my setup, I'm in the zone. It's just like I'm just holding my tablet. I'm literally trying to operate from my tablet. It's mad. It's
Go on,
slow,
man.
innit?
Oi, let's get out of it. Let's let Ends go to bed, man. He's
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Listen, big up to everyone. Peace out, man. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe a chill zone when everyone's temperature is down, man. But big up. Peace.
Peace.